Welcome guys, we're back again with Dwarf Fortress, and we're just trying to still secure the bottom of the fortress in through here. Got a fair few little problems actually, so we're, well, not a fair few, got a few. First of all, if you haven't sort of been part of this, been watching what we've sort of been doing with this one here, we've reclaimed an old fortress, and it just so happens to be a rock fortress, as in like the bird, the gigantic bird, the rock. Which I did actually read it. You can apparently catch them in Dwarf Fortress and end up taming them, but they will never ever fight with your military. So anyway, don't know if we need to be looking at that, but it would be interesting if we could actually catch one. We haven't seen any yet. We've sort of locked off the bottom of the fortress just so that they can't really get to us. We hope they may still be around, but we'll see how things actually do go. We've certainly found all their loot. Back out through here, we keep on getting troglodytes and things coming back through into the actual fortress itself. One problem we have is that Private Joe has been stunned in a fight with a troglodyte, which is unbelievable actually. The troglodyte shouldn't have been able to do anywhere near that sort of damage. So our military now just consists of two dwarves, Private Joe, who is a spear dwarf, and Sev, who is our militia commander, who is asleep outside on the grass. Now, we've sort of got like I've got something for these guys here are on station. They're over here, which means that they're going to keep on basically going to guard duty. And I need them to protect the front of the fortress while everyone else sort of does what they can do. We've got a population of 7 dwarves at this point in time. We've got people that are starting to get angry, so things are not going as well. And I think it's because of the troglodytes. We couldn't have a deep dive into that. One of the things with Dwarf Fortress is you can look at all sorts of different things with it. We've got our animals. We've killed off a troll over through here. The trolls don't start on this top layer, but they do. They can dig up. They can climb up. This here is it's like a deep pit that goes all the way down to the next cavern layer. You can see the colour there of the grass, and as I sort of then scroll down through here, the trolls can crawl up this area through here. So we did see the troll wandering around in this particular bottom layer. So we don't really want that one to be prevalent. So we were able to sort of deal with the troll fairly readily, but it is dangerous. So what we're trying to do at this stage is go to the top of this area and block off the bottom. There's more troglodytes. They're going to keep on coming through. It's a big pain in the bum actually. Let's just see where we got to with walling things off. Still trying to wall this off. That one there can be resumed because we've now got this inner area through here. So we're trying to create walls all the way around. There's another troglodyte there as well. They're unfortunately going to be sort of keeping on coming into the fortress. And what that also then means is that we're going to end up with dangerous situations happening on these layers. And what I ultimately do, I don't want to have this big pit. This is a pit that goes all the way down into the bottom of the fortress, and we've already got like death and destruction here. This is Tailsly Fox, whose mutilated corpse now lies at the bottom of this pit. This is the bottom layer here. And again, these are now starting to rot away, and so they're causing miasma. I don't have anyone that's going down that way, but the miasma is already leaching back up into this area. This is the rock loot pile, or one of their loot piles. So we'll keep on having a bit of a look around eventually to see if we can actually find the rocks, but we've sort of got them sort of hidden away. There's another loot pile of the rocks as well. So I'm just sort of keeping these. I've secured these where we can get access to them, but we're sort of blocking off the parts of the fortress just in case the rocks are deeper in there. Still could be situations where there's stuff where the rocks could be hidden in rooms that we just don't know about. So I'm sort of hopeful that's not the case. Anyway, this is the level here. Keep on going back up further. So we're trying to wall this off just so we've got like a secure area, but there's a lot of work to be done. Let's just go back up to the top of the fortress. That one there is done. That's good, actually. Yeah, I can now also resume construction there. So I'll go and do that. This will then give me a secure area. This is the top of the cavern layer here. So I've got like a one level area where I can just sort of block off this portion of it. And then as we sort of start to scroll down through, they'll be able to then walk down through here, which is secure, walk down through here. We then have to think about, okay, this is actually all secure through here as well, coming down even further. But we can actually, there is actually areas that we're going to need to keep on sort of locking off somewhere down in here. But I'll just try to get this stuff built at some stage, unfortunately. Hi Draxter, how are you going? New Fortress start from a few days ago. This is actually, I think, our third episode in. And if we go right up to the very top of the fortress, this is actually, we're just basically with the reclamation of the actual old fortress itself. We've been pulling up the stuff underneath and then trying to sort of get things built. So there's a few, like we're slowly sort of moving our way through. We've got plump helmets. Just not quite getting what we need. We need more dwarves actually to come in. So I'm sort of hopeful that we're going to get like an influx fairly soon of new dwarves. Hi Vegan, how are you going? And yeah, so we've got, so 6 troglodytes is a problem. We've got this giant olm. I don't think I can climb, so that one sort of, we're secure with this one down in this bottom, in this middle layer. Ravens, just see how close the troglodytes are. That one there is pretty close to where we are, very close to where we are. Just looking at where they are on the map. That one's sort of to the south. They're sort of all over the place. I want to kill these things off. There's dead troglodytes all over the place now. Every time I see one, I try to kill it. They cause so much drama. So Dragster has redeemed one. Thanks, Dragster. Yep, it's when it becomes available. It's one of the reasons I'm playing is because I want to get the. Today is because I've got a big long list of names, which I'm hoping that I get like a big influx of new dwarves because I do need them, and then I can sort of just tick off all the names. I've got a heap of them. I don't know how many I've got lined up, but you're now in the list. So hi William, how are you going? Saying, oh my God, we're back to Dwarf Fortress. We are indeed. This has been a fun one already. We've already lost one dwarf, and we've only been here for one season so far. So anyway, let's continue on. We've got 7 dwarves. One of them is actually a monster hunter. But they're not really active. Like, they're not really going out and just... Like, our military is the one that has to sort of then go and cope with this. Now, one of the troubles we have is that we've got Private Joe here, who is... you can see there a splattering of Private Joe's syrupy, pearly dwarven blood. So he's... so this one, if we look at Private Joe... her nose has been completely smashed apart, so it's mangled beyond recognition. Right hand is torn open. So minimal damage, but it's still damage. So we're going to go back up and just try to get on top of things. Now we've got ourselves the start of a well in here. What I can do is I can just build at the top of the fortress. If I just go up to... So we're trying to build a well at this stage in this... down through here, so we're sort of getting close-ish to being able to establish this. So we are digging this area out at the moment. So I'm just sort of getting everything prepared there. I'll just let that one go for a little while. It's going to be a little while before we can do anything there. Let's just go back up the top and make ourselves a hospital at the very, very top. Unfortunately, we don't have access to water at all, so that's why we have to get the well built fairly quickly. There's a lot of things we need to be doing. We do actually have a dormitory back over through here. What I'll do is I'll create another area over here and just call it a hospital. And so we'll just sort of start off with something like that. So if I go and create another zone, and I'll literally just put this one next to it. So if we go to a meeting area, so this one will actually, meeting areas are what you can then change into hospitals. So if I just go back into here, it's sort of funny, I guess if you're newish to Dwarf Fortress, like if you're thinking, okay, how do I build a hospital? If you don't have a clue how to build a hospital, you'd be thinking, oh, I probably need some beds, and that'll probably be enough for a hospital. The thing with Dwarf Fortress is that you designate the use of an area, and then then it will require certain things. So if I go in and click on this zones, so place zones to establish meeting areas, pastures, and more. So there's lots of things you can do with them. So these are areas or regions in the fortress, like meeting areas, offices. You can see there I've got an office down through here as an example. This here is a meeting area where I've just put in some chairs and tables. So it's very, very minimal at this point in time. Eventually we'll make a big mountain hall down below in the fortress, but not right now. Dormitories is what we actually have over through here. If I go and click on that one, it'll say what it is. It's a dormitory. This one here is a meeting area. This one here is an office. And it's been assigned to Orangutan's library, who is the manager of the fortress. But to set up an actual functioning hospital is, we don't need a hell of a lot of stuff. But if I go and try to do it, like you think, okay, well, where's hospital? It doesn't sort of show up. When you do hover over, you will sort of see things like it says, this important zone is where your citizens will gather to socialise. Crucially, the meeting area is where locations such as taverns, temples, hospitals, and the like are established. So we need to start there. So let's just go and start at that point. And I'll just make a little 5x5 area as our hospital, so I'll accept that. Some of them have like taverns require like dance areas and things like this as well. Temples require other things. But if I go and click on this meeting area, or with that one selected, I can now go down to here, which is assign a new existing location to this zone, locations, or if I go into here, I can make it into a new hospital. So let's just go and do that. So we'll make it into a hospital. This is a sanctuary of something or other. I don't know what the actual name is. Anyway, that's the hospital name that it's actually got, which doesn't really matter that much. Now that I've designated it as a hospital zone, I then actually can go and have a look to see the details. And so it then tells me what I have to do bit by bit. So you need to assign a chief medical dwarf to utilise a hospital. So we don't actually have a chief medical dwarf. Let's go down to the to the nobles. Whenever you've got a role in your so it says open the nobles and administrators menu. So we need to have essentially a special dwarf. So if we go into here, you can see that we've got certain things, like the expedition leader is Orangutan's library, militia commander is Sev, who we saw just before. We've got the sheriff, the hammerer. So these actually do different roles. The manager, orangutans, the broker, and the bookkeeper. So all of the bookkeeping type things, Orangutan Library is doing that one. The chief medical dwarf is vacant, so we need to actually assign someone here. I always like to have some basic skills. So it's probably just saying, yeah, it looks like my dwarf core is intact. It is indeed. So if we go back across and click on this one through here, you'll see that Sick, the farmer, is a novice diagnostician. So very, very minimal doctoring skills, but good enough for what we need. So I'm going to go and make Sick the chief medical dwarf. So chief medical dwarf is now Sick. Now, with that now assigned, with Sick assigned to that position, I can then go back to my zones, click on this one. You can see it's now got the snake around the stick. I forget what that's called. Anyway, go to the details, and now we can say, okay, now we've got all sorts of other things that we need to actually have in through here. So this is the requirements that we have. We need to have beds, tables, traction benches, chests, and the chests then need to actually have thread, cloth, splints, crutches, powder for cast, buckets, soap. These are all the stuff that we need to have in the hospital. And importantly, I need to have a doctor. So the way it works is that there's three specializations of doctors, and they do different things. Someone just to diagnose what's wrong, and so a Sick can do basic diagnosis. Surgery is to actually then operate on dwarves and actually cut them open. And so the surgeon requires the table to be able to, like as an operating table. The bone doctor sets bones, and so all they do is basically, when there's a broken bone, they come in and basically reset it, and that's the traction bench. So that's when it says we need to have a bed. The bed is for resting, the tables are for surgery, and the traction benches are for setting bones. Now, if we can have specialist dwarves do this, or we can just have them general, like as a general medical person, as a doctor. So we need to have at least one doctor. So I'm going to go and click on the doctor, and just make that Sick as well. Like Sick is a novice diagnostician, novice surgeon. So Sick, who is our chief medical dwarf, is now also our actual doctor. So that's now Sick's role. You can see that it's now changed to a white. I've never noticed that before, but this clothing is now changed to white. So this is now our actual doctor in through here as well. So doctor, and that's now been given the role of essentially doctor in through this other side. So we now have one doctor, and you'll notice that after I get a doctor, it then opens up. I can then allocate a second doctor if I wanted to, which sometimes can be useful to have more than one. For what we're doing though, I think we'll just leave one until we start to get more dwarves in. So that's what we need to do, but we need to now go and get this stuff set up. So let's just go across now into and right click. So we've got the hospital area back in here. I'm just going to go in and place structures. So we've got furniture that we need to go and place. Beds, I'll just create 2 beds. Where was it? I can't even remember exactly where it was. I think, hang on, where's the zone? So it's 2 up from there. So it's actually basically, if I line it up from there and then just 1 out from where these are, that should be okay. So I'm just going to place a bed here and up here. So we'll just place a couple of beds in. Furniture, bed. So it's on this level here. We'll go and place it there. Now this is, we're in planning mode. There's are 3 available. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can always repaint this, but I'll just make another bed up this way. I'll get a table. So I won't have access to traction benches just yet, so I won't worry about them. But if I go into where is it? Furniture, table, and I'll just put a table next to the bed. What has to happen when a surgery happens or anything happens? They want to be moving from the bed. So if I have a table next to it, I want the traction bench next to it as well. That way the doctor can come, drag the dwarf onto the table, do the surgery, and then that's now going to be planned, and then essentially be able to drag them back to the bed for resting. So this is going to be where we end up with this stuff. Let's just go and grab a few of the furniture and then the chests, and I'm just going to place a couple of chests. So when they're built, that will then be what we see through there, and that's now sitting inside here. I could actually add a traction bench just so I've got it there. So I'll just go back into furniture, traction bench. These are complicated to make, so we won't actually have any of those, but they will eventually get there. So that's essentially the start of our little hospital at the top of the fortress. Eventually we'll end up with a better one, but we have no access to water, so we can't clean off the dwarves, which is a problem. So I'm pretty sure we don't have any standing water outside. Let's have a bit of a look and see. Yeah, we're in the mountains, so there's no water anywhere. There's no aquifer. So water it's critical that we get this well up and running. So I don't really want to sort of... one of the problems I also have is that I've got... orangutans is also like extremely important with what orangutans is doing. I've got Dragster here is actually... actually, Dragster, you're already here. You're already in it. So I'll have to redeem your character back there. But so Dragster is our main miner, and we want to go in and probably create like a separate at the moment orangutans is also the expedition leader, but also the only other miner that we have. I'm going to stop orangutans from doing that because orangutans is a bit stretched. And I think we'll go with the axe dwarf and make... Actually, no, they've got to carry one thing or another. Sorry, that's a monster slayer. We can't do anything with that one. The woodworker has got the axe. No, look, I'll leave it the way it is. Anyway, we've locked in, if we have a look at the actual roles here, from undermining. So Dragster is becoming better and better and is locked into that one role. So we just need to be keeping that role going the whole time. Okay, well let's follow. Well, sick. What's sick going to do now? Brewing drink from plants. Okay, so they're sort of just working around. What I've done is I've just created like an area at the top here of all the basic, sort of stuff that we need to make things, and we've got all of our work orders loaded in as well. So they're sort of all just as things come up, they'll just make what they can to sort of get things working. Rex is saying, did you bring this over from the last fort? Yes, yeah, it is, yeah. well, it does. I might as well redeem it because it's there's no real benefit in not redeeming it. So if I just go back across, I might just pop this out actually. Pop out the reward queue. So where is it? Reward queue there. So this is going to be the people that we bring in to the fortress. So I'll just go down to the bottom here and just redeem you that one back. So yeah, these are going to be the list of names as the dwarves start to arrive. So that's all fine. We'll just leave that one there. Okay. So this should, yeah, it's already a fun little fortress actually. It's been sort of interesting, but I don't want to have this big open pit in the middle of the fortress because when the troglodytes come in, they're going to cause the dwarves to jump around, and this is so dangerous. Anyway, let's just see what Private Joe does. Private Joe is not able to hold the shield anymore. Where are you off to? Engaged, resting, going off to try to rest. I need these guys to wake up. Yeah, so going to the hospital zone. What do we have here? Private Joe is still fighting. So Private Joe will have to come back, like get the hands healed up. We've got one injured citizen now, which is Private Joe. So Private Joe is now coming across to the hospital zone and is on the ground. So Private Joe is unconscious and injured, so sleeping on the ground because we don't actually have the beds here yet. So eventually, Private Joe will sort of go and fix that one up. If I just go back down to F3, this is again the this layer through here. F2 is the this layer out here, which is sort of where we've got important things. Now, if the troglodytes come in now, we then have a bit of a problem. So let's just keep watching. Now, who's that? That's Dragster, the miner. Probably going downstairs again, I would guess. Yeah, going down to dig. Great. Now, Sick is back on guard duty. I'm just going to leave that one. Oh, hang on. Troglodyte. And now the Axe Dwarf is fighting. Where are you fighting? Oh, this is actually the one that's hunting them. So back out through here. Good. So this is... now, Sick is back out through here. What are you doing? Recover wounded. Seriously injured. Right. Okay, so Sick has gone out. This one here has been attacked by... this is not someone that we've named. I guess, you know, I could name this one. I just don't know whether to do this. I guess it'd be fun. Like, what I want to do is I'm going to allow some extra dwarves in. What do you guys reckon? Do we? Should I name the? Like, this has now become like somebody who lives in the fortress. It's a monster slayer, though. Do I do it? Let's have a look at the health. Left foot is dented, which means scarred. Left foot is bruised. Right upper arm is dented. Left upper arm is dented. And so she's incredibly muscular. Let me know if we start to name these as well. Like because we get people asking to stay in the fortress. They don't do any actual work. All they go off and is go off and kill things. So I don't know. Sort of. I never normally. Sometimes I name them, but not all the time. What do we know about her? Does she know anyone in the fortress? Passing acquaintance with Orangutan's library, that's the only one. So nobody else is... we've got a massive family. Yeah, so pics of growth. That's not us, I don't think. Military. Assigned thoughts. Feels hopeless after suffering a major injury. Well, I don't think she's going to survive long, to be honest. So she's not a citizen. Anyway, Sick will then carry her back. So Sick is carrying the Monster Slayer back. Seriously injured back through there. Doesn't have the armor of these guys in through here as well, so we'll just let that one go. But so we have to kill off these troglodytes just because they're just a menace. That's all that they really are. Okay, let's go back down to F3, which is the well, and we'll just watch as this gets dug out as well. The cat seems to have, it's following around Dragster. Relations. It hasn't. Cats make pets out of the dwarves, and so eventually it will choose a dwarf to be its pet. It's the opposite of every other animal in the game, which is funny. It's been watching, and now it's going off into other areas. Having another look. Tetrahedrite, okay. Yep, no water source. See how it's got Alpha Buffalo? Anyone can give water, so they're trying to wash down Private Joe, but they can't. They don't have access to water, so there's no way for us to get hold of that. Making the wooden splints is now complete. That's good. This will then allow us to come back down and start to create the bottom of the fortress again. That was dangerous, actually. To get back out from the bottom there, we didn't actually have the access point done properly. Let's just see where we go after this one. Should go down the bottom here. So what we want to do is just make sure, as soon as we possibly can, we're gonna open this up. So we'll just let this thing sort of come back through. This one then goes down. Where are you off to now? Or are you digging down further? No, not digging there anymore. Yeah, no water source. Everyone's trying to help at the top of the fortress here. So Private Joe is just resting. Now that will be enough anyway. We don't need to really wash it off. There's nothing too serious with anything that's going on. There's Sick again. Sick has brought in, I don't know where the other dwarf is that Sick rescued. Let's continue on. Yep, so trying to, I think was that a diagnosis? Let's have a quick look and see. Health, wounds, there we go. We can now see what's going on because Sick has now come to have a bit of a look to see what's going on. Everything needs cleaning, the head, the hand, the nose. Yep, and it's so in the 21st of hematite, you can see that it's now the 23rd, was evaluated by Sick, received pigtail dressings on the head, received pigtail dressings on the right elbow, and received pigtail dressings on the right hand. So it's now been dressed, but just not cleaned. So it could still go septic, which it wouldn't be good. And if you have a look now at description, yeah, we've just got like basic sort of stuff happening through there. If you have a look at items, we'll then notice that there's going to be a whole lot of cloth, so wrapped around the head, and quite often there's thread as well. I'm not seeing the thread anywhere, but that's okay. Still got 5 troglodytes. Again, we just don't want anything getting through into this little zone that we have. So this is Dragster going back off. No, storing item in stockpile. What are you doing? Holding a plump helmet. Maybe to eat it, I would guess. I'll just follow it down because... No, now it's just having a rest. Okay, that's all right. We won't worry about that one. Let's go down to F3 again, F2. So Sev is just keeping guard at this location. We need this. Once this door is done, we can then sort of release this. When Private Joe is fixed up, should come back out this way. Okay, Sev is now fighting. When was that? Oh, there's one there that's just been killed. So it happened very, very quickly. Sev is a very, very good fighter. Yeah, bashes it in the head, tearing the brain. Okay. Cool. So that happened extremely fast. There's only 4 troglodytes left on the map. We'll just keep them going. That's okay. It'll just be talking about something. Let's go back down and see how we're going with the with these. Let's go back up the top and just see if we can sort of just keep on fixing up this fence. That one there needs to be sort of done. I'm not going to make them top priorities. We've sort of got we've got a little bit of protection with where we actually are, but we do need to block this off soonish. So we'll leave that all there. Well, Sev's outside there now, so I can sort of leave that one alone. So I'll just go back to F3 again and have a bit of a look to see how this is then going in the bottom of the fortress. Yeah, so we're just still digging the areas in around here. This ultimately will be the well. It just takes time, unfortunately. Yeah, another troglodyte. So the axe dwarf Zasset is back up fighting again. That's all right. Down to 3 troglodytes. Good. Get rid of them. Got a blind cave ogre somewhere. That should be in the actually we're not seeing it anymore. Now, a human maceman is visiting. If they wanted sort of, I'm not going to put them up and allow them to do anything just yet. That then gets the connection all the way through. Come on, don't stop now. What are you doing? Okay, that one, and then please go back downstairs again. We need all of this done. I'm going to cheat and bring all of this rock up to the top of the fortress. Don't stop. What are you doing now? Keeps on stopping to do other things, and which is very, very frustrating. One troglodyte left. I'm not sure where it is. Petition, deny. We've got our one person. Hi, Space Pants. How are you going? So no water sources again. We just need this one to hurry up and fix up what it's doing. One thing I might have a quick look at is I'll just pause and have a quick look at the blocks. Now we've got alabaster blocks. Are we building any others just yet? No, it's all just alabaster that we have. But they're going to be used. Where's the blind cave ogre? Yeah, it's on this bottom layer. This is fine. We don't need to worry about that one. I am finding Dragster being it's a bit of a pain because it keeps on just going up and not working. Now it's going back to down to dig again. Let's just follow it. No, it's still going up to now eat. Get on with it. Damn it, get on with it. Actually, I don't know why it's hauling. Oh, some migrants have arrived. Great. All right, cool. Just going to click on OK and pause. So these will be just named as they come in. So we've got our list of names. So coming in from the south, so the first one we have is a stonecrafter. So Ushat, this is going to be, and I'll just get my little list of rewards. Just move them off to the side so I can see them over there. This is Massey. Okay, so Tosid is someone who's already at the fortress, I think. So this is someone's dad. I'm not sure who Tosid actually is. So that's Massey done. Just double check. Yep, that's Massey. And here we have an actual doctor, a real doctor this time. So this one is going to be, this is Space Pants. And what we might do is actually, what are your skills? Master diagnostician, professional surgeon, competent wound dresser, adequate miner even, adequate animal trainer, novice bone doctor. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, I'm going to change this one into a dual purpose one right from the very, very start. We're going to go and change the sick is no longer going to be the chief medical dwarf. We're going to change that one to Space Pants. So Space Pants is now in charge of the hospital. Space Pants is also, being a bit of a miner, is going to go back into the roles, and we're going to unclick orangutans from doing mining, and we're going to put Space Pants in there. Just at the moment, we may change that around. So, and we're then going to go back to the hospital, F1, and have a bit of a look in here at the doctors, and add in Space Pants. There we go. So now sick actually is yeah, no, that's okay. I'll just let sick sort of do it. I don't know if we've got any extra picks. How many picks have we got? Because I would like to get more. It's under weapons actually. These are all stuff that we've found. Lots of battle axes, war hammers. Copper spears, maces. 3 picks. Yeah, so one was here before. One is an incredibly valuable pick, which is under here. So this is part of the loot. Now this copper pick is incredible. This is finely crafted copper pick. This object menaces with spikes of finely crafted jasper opal. So an amazing pick. I'm going to allow that to be picked up by somebody, just in case. I've got 4 Dwarfers, so I think they'll be down in the bottom area. Let's have a quick look and just double check here. Actually, they're on our layer. They should run away. Yeah, there's a group of them that have come through. Then we've got the other one down through that side. Let's just go back up to the to where the migrants have arrived. So Space Pants straight away into things. That's good. Let's unpause. Don't tell me we only got 2. Only got 2. That's not good. That's a 9. That's well, I thought we would have done better than that. I will just go and tick off from the list that we have. So Massey and Space Pants is now gone. Next one is Began, Final Rabbit, Zaradin, Friday Shio, and Mr. Voxy are the next in the line. Okay, well that's not great. The Dralthers hopefully will be able to do other things anyway. So that's actually now we don't need to worry about this one. Oh, a cloud of vile soot has drifted nearby. Now this is interesting. The actual area that we have is we've got it's a normal zone that we're in, except for this bottom corner, which is haunted. And so if we have a look at the vile soot, it's come in, see how it's just over in here, or it was in here? And it may have drifted, so it'll drift in from this haunted zone. And we should then sort of see it as like a cloud of dust somewhere that is that could be moving around anywhere. And we don't know what sort of damage it does. We don't know how it operates, but it may have already blown off. Yep, so Sick is now sort of off doing things as well. That's fine. All right, let's keep it all going. So these guys are still, like I wanted to get it even more, just so we have more people to actually help out. But let's go with this one. So we should find, well, what are you off to do now? Harvest, no. The one job that we've got, this is, this walker is specialised and will only do tasks that match the workshop assignment. Work details and occupations, click to toggle. So this one here should not be doing the other jobs. It shouldn't be harvesting plants. Like that should stop that from happening. Hauling. Refuse, yeah, okay. Forbidding. This is just the basic rules. These are the various things that we end up having. Chores. Yeah, children do whatever basic stuff there is to do. And then other. I'm not sure actually where this is. Anyway, shouldn't be doing this. Not sure why it's decided that that's a good idea. Just go back and we need this well finished. Oh, we need this well finished so importantly. Oh, didn't realise that we had that. That's interesting. I hadn't realised that was actually that we had we'd made a drop there. So it actually comes in from the top. Okay, well, that's not good. I will just block this off because I definitely don't want to have access. So I'm glad I saw that. So constructions, walls, and we'll just place a wall through here. That's just going to make it out of blocks. All right, now we have. We're now ready for like to fill this chamber up. Oh, a giant dog is fighting and a giant Kia is fighting. So a giant Kia has flown in. Now this giant Kia will be. What about the dog? Stunned, pain. I can't do anything about it. Got them all coming in. They've all flown in. These are coming in to steal stuff. All right, I'm going to lock down the fortress. Now we'll just go back down to F3, F2. We still haven't got this door done yet. I've got miasma now sort of coming out from this troglodyte corpse, which I was hoping to, throw away. I'm going to undump that. Yeah, there's two troglodytes there actually. And I'll just come back down to the bottom of the fortress, just where I've got like things that have been set for dumping. These are now sort of becoming skeletons. So we'll lock off the top of the fortress now that the Kias are out there. And we'll then have to deal with the two Kias that are inside. Alright, so military, kill these Kias. And Dragster is still, Private Joe is still sort of sitting here. Now, again, we don't want them fighting near here. This dog's now dead. Got 3 corpses in here. That one's still healthy. Orangutans is healthy at this stage. We don't know. Description. Okay. I don't know who threw up. God, things don't stop happening, do they, in this game? So Stonecraft and Massey is fighting, Sick is fighting. We'll just watch and see if we start to sort of see too much blood around the place. It's all dog blood out through this other side. There we go. Destroyed the Kia there. And then we've got, now if I go back up, where's the other one fighting? How many have we got? How many Kias have we got in here? Looks like there's one that's dead over through here. And so we'll just come charging up. So this is now Sev is coming through. There we go. Killed it off pretty quickly. So no special orders. Now we need to get this door built as quickly as possible. Got rock thrones, rock tables, splints and bins back in through there, which is okay. It's just all the rock is down below. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cheat. It's sort of, I will do it. I'm going to cheat because I don't want to lose the rock that we've actually got in the bottom of the of this area. So I'm going to go and move all the rock that's down in here up to the top. So, and we've got a few little things we need to go and do. We also need to set up a grate and also a floodgate. So I'm going to do that as well. So I'm just going to go and set up first of all a grate. So we'll just go to constructions, wall grate. So blocks creatures but allows the passage of fluids and items, can be built on any floor. So I'll do this one where we have a wall grate in here. So I'll set that one up initially. Now we're going to need to be building all this stuff. Actually, I'm going to go back up the top. I need a door built really, really fast. So make a rock door and make that the most important thing that you're building. And then we'll add a rock floodgate. I don't know if I've got any of those. Actually, I could make the rock grate and do that super fast as well. But the door is even more important. So I'll just make that one in through there. And if we don't have any floodgates, if we just go into here, because we've only really started to do stuff. Floodgates, we've got none. So we need one of them as well. I'm not seeing mechanisms as well. What the hell was that? Demon rat. Okay. There's all sorts of stuff coming in. A new task, make rock making. I'll just make a few of these because we're going to need them. Okay. That's all good. Yeah, 2 injured citizens now. So we now have Alta Buffalo, the woodworker, is now injured as well. Let's have a look at the health. Slight pain. Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. We'll just lock the door. We'll keep the door locked now until we actually have some reason to do anything. So Sev finished off the others. All right, that's okay. We'll just keep them sort of coming back through. The until the keys actually disappear. I'm going to have to set up. Oh, hang on. Got another one in here. Assuming that can't get any other real way. In that case, I'm just going to tell them to kill this one off. Confirm. Kill the giant Kia. All right, so they'll well, still got Private Joe is still actually asleep. There's Sev going off now to go and kill that particular Kia. We'll let that just happen. And so, yeah, with this stuff, other stuff, we need the floodgate. Rock floodgate. All right, so we'll add the, make that also done. But the door I want to have, as I said before, at number 1. The grate, number 2. Here we go, door, grate, floodgate. So that will then be done as a matter of priority, because I need to have the door built downstairs. So we've got the doors there that lock this off. And I need to get to a point where I'm no longer having to worry about, even if it means we can't get outside to do stuff, I need this door done. All right, let's leave that where that is. Now, the miasma is going to make dwarves feeling a bit off, so this is still not great where we actually have anything. We've now done a lot of this stuff. I'm going to now just going to go and dump all of this. So I'm going to cheat with all of this stuff, and we're just going to go and make it into a designate for dumping. All of the rock that we actually have in through here. Yeah, there's still more there. That one. This layer. And this layer. All right, so that's all been set for dumping. If I then go up to, well, if I don't cheat, what I can do is I can just place it somewhere so that it's actually not at the top of the fortress. I'll put it at the top of the well. That way they still have to come down to it. So it's not cheating as badly as if I put it at the very top of the fortress where they can get access to it. I'll put it here. So if I go in and go into DF hack and then go to GUI auto dump, I can then double click and anything that I've got designated for dumping will end up being placed there. So all of that stuff, including one of the troglodyte corpses. This troglodyte corpse, I will actually redump that one as well. I don't know where that one was from. So I'll just chuck it back out here somewhere. There we go, don't have to think about it now. So we can clean stuff up. That is cheating. We don't have to worry about the miasma. So where did we get up to? So Drax is saying, did you bring us over from the last fort? Yeah, actually, yeah, I already answered that one through there. Hi, Cyrilak, how you going? So everything is sort of now thumping along. Now I've got the thick 6 thieving. I'll just make sure. No, there's still another one inside. 2 inside. All right, we're going to have to kill that one off as well. So we've still got a few that have flew inside the actual fortress. In that case, I'll actually make this my my actual target first. So confirm. There we go. There's another Kia there. Now we could possibly butcher these. Yeah, it's already got the job of butchering these Kias. Now that we're sort of pulling them down, they're good eating. They're good eating. Where is that other Kia? There was another one. Where are you? Way over here. Okay, so it's down in the bottom of the map. Confirm. Where's Sev? It's flying up above. Where's Sev's got to? I'll just follow the... Actually, where is Sev? He should be... there he is. You can't reach it because it's flying. Just follow it around. You'll get there eventually. There he goes. It's come down low enough, has it? Can't quite reach it. Wait for it to land. Then get it. There it is. Okay, he's now down on the same level as it. So now he's got access to it. So we'll destroy this one. Oh, you missed. You missed. What are you off to now? When it flies up, he can't get access to it. I'll just let them continue on trying to hunt this thing down. I won't get involved myself. 200 citizens now. So this is now Orangutan's library is now injured as well. Health won't be too bad, I wouldn't have thought. Yeah, just a slight cut from the Kia. So as long as we don't go too near this area, we should be okay. How are we going in here? Come on, someone needs to come and do this. Here we go. Uh-oh. Now we don't want them in there. Oh, we've got it. Great. Okay, so there's no special orders there. So we'll get this rock door done. One starving, dehydrated, or drowsy unit. This is now this is a problem because we were supposed to fix up Private Joe, and now Private Joe is starving. And unfortunately, we can't do anything about this unless we get water. So we have to now get water. And that means we have to get this well sorted. So I'm going to go and just go down to this bottom layer and start to get... Oh, hang on, some of this stuff wasn't picked up properly. If I just come back down... this firelight... If I just go and stop it from being used, I should then just be able to reposition it somewhere else again. So try this again. GUI auto, oops, wrong one. GUI auto dump. And we'll have another quick look and just make sure that that's nice and clean again now. Yeah, so that's nice and clean. I just wanted that clean. Now the grate needs to be built, and then we need to have a floodgate as well. So I need to set all this up before. Now we've got probably a month or so before Private Joe starts to, basically dies. So we've got a bit of stuff to do. And hi, Sick, how you going? We'll just go back across now and add in the floodgate. So constructions floodgate. Oops, no, it won't be that one. It'll be machines and fluids floodgate. This will then allow me, if I need to be able to then make, to pump this out if I have to. So to stop the water from flowing in. Prophet Joe saying, okay, dying by my wounds is one thing, but dying of thirst, I know, it's not good, is it? We need to get all this stuff built, though. So... the Axe Dwarf Zasset is fighting. Where are you fighting? Oh, back up in here as well. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, they got rid of that giant here, so we're now secure on the inside. It's now midsummer, and we need this happening quickly. Let's get this door built. Okay, door is now done. Let's have a quick look and see what's happened with the door. Now, if we have a bit of a look, we've got the shale coffin there. The slate door is already been allocated. Now, it may be allocated for already for use down in the bottom of the fortress, which is what I'm assuming. So if I go to F2, that's still not the one. Waiting for items, one door. Make the top priority. So the other door may be... just get rid of all that stuff. If we go and have a bit of a look at this, if we go and look at the actual tasks that we need to do, we're not seeing it there. It just says store item. Go back up the top. Have a quick look at this door. Yeah, I may have designated a second door somewhere. Let's just see if someone comes and picks it up. Come on, come on. He's got another piece of rock. Just double check. It's still there. It's in the list. but it's actually, but it's not actually doing what we want. I'm going to go and add another task just in case. But I'll get the grate and the other stuff done now. We now have the door. It's just not being allocated into a position. Now we've got the grate, firelight grate has not been actually positioned anywhere just yet. If we go down to the very bottom of the fortress again and check out what's happening down in here, that one's still unknown material, wall grate. There we go. That's now been allocated. That will come back down. And we'll just go to F2, and this has now been allocated as well. Good. What are you doing? Getting plants. Make that a top priority. Now we've got, this is a problem. Let's just pause this again, and we'll just come back down into the bottom of the fortress. And F3 again, and down to the very, very bottom through here. So in this case, what we have is the grate. I'm going to make that a top priority now as well. Good. Okay. Then this one is still being built. This floodgate. Go back up the top, double check. Yep, the floodgate is there. It's now being off to be stored somewhere. So that will then become something that we can then make use of. So we'll just go back down the bottom again, F3, straight down through the well. And that's funny, we don't have that one there. I did actually designate one of these to be built. No job. This one should change very, very soon. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I was unable to complete the wall. Not sure why. Constructions, wall. Here we go. Make that a top priority now as well. And we also then need to have like a way of blocking this one off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come back up the top, saying on F1, and I'm going to tell them to build a lever now. So this will be under machines and fluids lever. So we're going to throw a lever in here, just for now. Let's just make sure we've got the stuff that we need. Needs mechanisms. Make a workshop first. No access to mechanisms. That should... We need 2 of these. Do we have a mechanic? That may be the problem. Actually, Sev is the one that's the most unhappy. Oh boy, boy oh boy. Okay, look, I'm going to have to just make this and then try to actually connect it afterwards, which may be tricky. So we'll just go back down to F3 again. And just make sure that this actually comes through. So this is a top priority. We'll wait for this to be built. Now that will be in an off position right from the start. We've already got it fairly secure because of this grate. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. It's made a top priority, but no one's doing it. Oh, you know what it is? Damn it, I've screwed up yet again. This is going to make life even more difficult. It can't get access to it. So I'm going to have to dig this out now, just so that they can actually get access to it. And then someone will then be able to take that up. And now it should work. And then we're going to have to make this into a wall. Oh, we absolutely have to get this one done as well. Top priority, top priority. Yeah, so they've both been set up. Yep, Sever's now doing this one. Good. Right, now we need to use this this thing here, which nobody has picked up yet, to make another wall. So, go back into constructions, walls. And firelight is right there. And that needs to now be a top priority as well. Let's see, has anyone grabbed that one? Yeah, Sick has, good. Okay, once this is done, we can then set this one up. Cannot block it after they hook up the lever. So it's okay. So the lever, I'm going to be able to move it across into here. I'm hoping to be able to connect it, but maybe I can't. If I go to F1, oh, we've done it. Okay, we've actually done it. Cool. All right, in that case, what we will do is I will set up the lever. Now it's late summer, hungry and dehydrated and unconscious. I think we've still got a bit of time, a little bit of time. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go back down and take that bloody thing back off again to give them access. Oh, no, will they be able to do it? I don't know if they can do it. Let's just quickly go and build the lever. So machines and fluids, lever, chuck it there. Oh, I need a workshop first. No access to mechanisms. We've got mechanisms. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, so anyone can make mechanisms, yeah. You need 3 mechanisms, if only 2 are used. Alright, well, I'll just keep on adding a few more mechanisms. Is the person taking the task allowed to use the workshop? Yeah, no, anyone can use it. I don't know about this, guys. I don't know if I can actually access from above and build mechanisms from above. I've got a funny feeling that I can. I don't think I need to be on the same level to actually attach a mechanism. I just have to have access to it. The butcher shop, is that? It's not actually. Yeah, I don't know if it's not. It doesn't seem to be sort of butchering these either. I thought it would find them. If we have a look at this one through here, nothing much we can do with it. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hi, Sev. How you going? How's the colony doing? I see 2 new colonists. Yeah, only 2. Just a couple. We're rushing trying to get water source. Look, I don't know what's going on with this. Why I can't build a lever. It doesn't make sense. Look, now it may be that the mechanisms, because they've been allocated, what I can do here is actually go and freeze them and then unfreeze them like this so that we've actually got access to it. And we'll just try that and see if that then works. So let's go back across, machines and fluids, lever. Now I can do it, great. Okay, that's done it. It was because they were allocated. So this now has been set up. So let's go and make that a top priority. We've rushed with Come on, someone come and make it. Macy, the stonecrafter, has been allocated that one. Come on, up you come. Right, now we need to go and connect. And I've got a funny feeling this one won't work. So we're going to link the lever. Need accessible mechanisms. Use that firelight mechanism there. So if we go back down and now go to link the lever, need accessible. So just make them so that they're available. Two mechanisms there. So yeah, so mechanisms. So lever, target. So we've got the chalk mechanisms we start with up here, and then we're going to have to go down. So any mechanism select up to 1, that will do, and then we just go down to. That should be okay. This is new actually. I haven't seen that before. F2, F3. Oops. Got one there. Keeps on wanting to continue. So link to building trigger. Okay, so we're going to now link a building to the trigger. So that's actually now been done. If we have another quick look at this one through here, that should be being set up for to be positioned. I'll just go back up the top again and have a quick look and see. Yep, link a building to a trigger. So we'll just quickly have a look and see what's going to happen here. Yep, someone's got their job. Just wait until, so somebody will be going back down the bottom. If we go back down to F3, hopefully they can just access that. Maybe they can't access it. Again, we may have to remove this, which I don't think I can afford to do this anymore. I think we're stuck with this now. No water source. Yeah, that's a. Oh, hang on. Can't reach the site. Yeah. All right. I can't waste any more time with this. Unfortunately, so this probably will never be linked. Oh, gosh, you know, we're so, how close are we? Late summer. Look, let's still do it. Let's get this done. So we'll go and yeah, I'll do this. It's just we're really panicking now, trying to save what's happening through here, and I can't tell them to hurry this up. This is good. Come on, take this one out. Alert, what have we got? Private Joe. Damn it. Too late. Too late. We didn't get there in time. So Private Joe is now dehydrated because we didn't get this thing done. All right, the pressure is off. All right, so a peasant has been found dead, dehydrated. Damn it. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, well. We're down to one military guy. Not good, guys, not good. So now we're going to need to, we had one coffin we wanted to build down in here. Actually, we didn't end up designating that one for building. So we'll go and, where is it? Furniture. Burial. I'll just start to put a few coffins down this way as well. So these will become burial chambers for the dwarves. We'll just pop them in the corner there, in the away from everyone else. Yeah, it's not good what's happening in here. The fortress is really quite unhappy. Well, there's no screaming rush now. So is Dragst? Sorry, who was that? That was Private Joe. Is Private Joe in the chat? Yes, he is. All right, there we go. 6 fault. He didn't care for me. Well, he tried. So farewell, 30-minute banning. Here we go. Off you go. So Private Joe is gone. Now we've got this as well. I need to make that a top priority. Make this a top priority. So I'll just get these things constructed, just so we can sort of come back out and fix those up. Let's get this stuff sorted though before too much else actually happens. All of this stuff stinking up the place is a problem, but I just don't have enough dwarves to be able to look after stuff. All right, back down the bottom here. Need somebody to come and fix this up. There we go. Then we'll have access. Oh, come on. They're finding other things to do. When it flashes, it means somebody's picked up the job, and then when it doesn't flash, if we have it here, now it's flashing again. But we don't know who it is. One thing I might do is if I pause it and go back to the task list, there's all this construct building stuff. But we don't know which one of these it is. It's just going to be one of the wall ones. Must be this one here, I'm guessing. That's Massey. Yeah, no, we're not seeing it. All right, okay, so we'll just go back again, F3, and then down the bottom here again, and we'll just watch. Okay, that's now been pulled apart. Now we can go back up and link this one. So that one now should be okay. Link building. I'm going to actually stop that. I've only got the one mechanism in there, so we'll just go in and now go and link the lever. Click a building to link to a firelight lever, so we have to click the building. So if we just go back down the bottom again, there we go, that's all we need to do. Just wait for somebody to come down this way. Now, if we have a look at the, we don't see the task there as such, but if we have a look at the actual task menus, there should be a link lever in amongst here somewhere. Yeah, link builder, Sev's doing that one. All right, so we can watch Sev will come back down here now, so at least that's good. All right, so we'll just keep on watching. So Sev will appear here somewhere. Now that was done, so we now got a mechanism back in through there. And it's still being done. Now this is, that's been sealed off, great. God, that could have been a disaster. So anyway, that's good, because that would have then opened up the whole fortress to the to flooding everywhere. So we were lucky with that. That would have not been good. All right, so at least we've been able to do that one and able to complete the cage trap. That's all right. Interrupted by what? Hang on, I didn't see that one. There's a giant rat there. Gorlak. That's all right. Not really worrying us. Okay, F2 again, F3. I need more military guys, actually, with all of this stuff. Make that a top priority as well. So just as I see things, I'm going to have to block off the bottom of the fortress. So I'll just follow Sev around now while he actually connects this lever. it's coming back from the bottom. Grab it, throw the lever onto this one, and we're now done. All right, so we can now pull the lever. Do it now. That will then close off if I just watch as somebody sort of wanders past and does that. Eventually, here we go. So Sick has just done that. If we go down to the very bottom again and have a bit of a look, that will then, oh, hang on, I need to build this as well. That's not being used, which is good. So we go into constructions, walls. Oh, hang on, hide planner. Cancel that construction. Constructions, walls, hide the planner. We've got firelight right there, and make that a top priority as well. This will then pop up. There we go. Actually, I think that, I don't know if that means it's now open or closed. Actually, I think it might be now open. Great. Okay, so we now have, this has now been set up, and we've now got this one open. We now need to smash our way through here, which is up here. So all we need to do is just to come back down and channel down into this. So dig a channel at that point, and then we block this off. So this is now, should be now working. Come on. Got two of you that can do this. It's late summer still, 10 days after Private Joe died. Oh, there we go. So we now have this, and this is now flooding in here. So it's now flooding through the floodgate. There is this like boulder that's been sort of left down below. Actually, I'll just go and get rid of that mess, that one through there. And so this will now fill up all the way up to the top here. So this will ultimately be a completely full area, which means we now actually have access to water. One thing I don't want is to have this open, so I'm going to block this one off just by either, actually just block it off there. So I'll just go back across, constructions, walls, and I just place the wall there. And we've got firelight, which is, actually the firelight that was there, I can't make use of this. So I'm just going to forbid that. Because no one can access it. Now, while that's happening, we do actually have access. We can sort of see that the down through here, this thing is now filling up quite nicely. It will fill up all through here as well. So all of this will be full. Before they fall in to try to get it, yes. That was close. That was close. Hi, Boland, how are you going? So the population is pretty unhappy. How many deaths and beasts so far? Lots of, well, we've had, what, how many deaths? 2 deaths? I think we've had 2 deaths. 2 of our military guys have died. One through starvation and one through jumping off a cliff. Trying to avoid a troglodyte. Do we have a well? No, we do now. We will now. This is what this is being built for. So we finally have access now down to this water. So back up here is where we will build our well. So we'll now just go back into constructions, machines and fluids, well. Again, I don't want to have the planner here. Needs blocks, needs mechanisms, that's what we need. Now, the blocks I think I have, if I just go back up F1 again, yeah, these are top priority to get this stuff done. These blocks in here have been allocated to other things. I'm going to unblock some of these. As in, that's a bit of a play on words, but anyway. I'll just get a couple of the blocks unblocked, and that way we can make use of those as well. What are we building in here? Doors, tables. There's a fair few stuff we just don't have access to just yet, so we're just really scrambling at this point in time, trying to get things to be built. So much for our great little hospital. Now, orangutans is also trying to rest. It's hungry and thirsty, so we've got another potential problem here if we don't get this stuff done. Now, you're building a mechanism. We only need one mechanism for this. We need buckets, which we've got. And we'll figure out what we can do. Right, so now I've got a finite mechanism. That will then be stored. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and, again, just have it so we can actually get access to it immediately. F3 is going to be our well, so we now just go back across. Constructions, nope, not constructions. Marines and fluids, well. Yep, we've got 2 blocks now available. And we've got buckets, so fungi wood doesn't sound great for a well. Pecan wood does. And we've got ropes. And we've got mechanisms. There we are. So that's now going to give us our water source, which will be important. Let's just make sure that we've got everything else blocked off down below. Yep, so that's now blocked. I will keep that one blocked in through there as well. This is now coming up to 2 levels above. So we've got this. Oh, God, I'm glad we saw that. That would have been an absolute disaster if this had have all flooded through. Anyway, that's done. This will now build up. This is where they'll get their water from. Down through here, this will have a dusting of mud, which means it's tainted. So it's got tainted water here, but that's now going to fill up in here as well. So this will then be the water level that they then take it from, which is good. So the grate will then sort of stop things from rolling through, which is good. Again, so that we'll let this one sort of fill up eventually. And then the well will be the saving grace. And unfortunately, make that a top priority. There we go. Sev is building this one as well. This will then allow the dwarves to clean themselves off, to get water, which is going to be critical. You know, I shouldn't have built a hospital. I've done this a few times now, where I built a hospital before I have access to water, and it's completely debilitating when that happens. Right, that's good. Now I was going to put a hatch cover on here. So I'll just use a planner for this, because I don't actually have any of them just yet. And we might as well, actually I won't worry about the doors, but I'll place a door here. Oops, there we go, it's now autumn. Okay, well, things are not going well for us. So, autumn has come. Okay, slate earrings and stuff. This is good. Again, trying to give water, but we now will get close to being able to build this one. We've got the rope, got the mechanisms, got the bucket. So these are all being constructed at this stage. Yeah, one starving, dehydrated, or drowsy unit. This is orangutans. Come on, hurry up and finish this bucket, this well. Then we'll have... Okay, the well is now done. So now somebody's going to come through and look after orangutans. So we need someone in here to come and do it. So somebody will now have like feed patient or do something, or clean patient or do something like this. So if we have a look at the tasks, collect webs are still on, resting back down there. Make rock door, make rock crafts, give water. Here we go. Sev again. Sev is sort of now the one that's going to be doing this. I'll just follow Sev because Sev's now going to have to save orangutans. At least Sev moves pretty quickly. Down to get the water. Now what's happened? What are you doing now? It's going off to make rock mechanisms. Making rock crafts. Is anyone... Why would you stop doing that job? Give water. Why would you stop? Why would you stop? He's starving. He's dehydrated. Come on, guys. Get your act together. Another giant rat in here now as well. Surely someone's going to give him water. No one's coming up. Oh, this is horrific. What's Sick doing? Sick's trying to give water. It says no water source. What do you mean there's no water source? That's a water source. Oh, I don't get it. I don't get it. The well is operational. And at the bottom of this is water. Lots of water. 2 levels of it. There's nothing blocking this. I'm going to remove that and see if we get another message. No water source. What the hell? That doesn't make sense. That is a water source. By default, it is a water source. Okay, I'm going to tell them that they can... even this is no longer viable. If I make that into a water source... This, I shouldn't have to do this. There's an interesting, do they limit well depth or something? No, they don't. Do they have a bucket in the hospital? That's a point. Maybe that's it. Oh, we don't have anything in here. But they shouldn't actually need it in the hospital for this to work. All right, let's go and add a new task and make a coffer urgently. So we have the coffer, but it's not being allocated there. If I go and do that, make that a top priority. There we go. It's rat's annoying. I'll get Sev to kill the rat, I think. What are you doing? Attending a meeting. It's not what we want. Okay, Space Pants is now going to put that down. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Right, so that's all we needed. So actually somebody did actually go and do it in the end. So we have a bucket that has now been sort of allocated. So where is orangutans now? Still hungry? All right, cool. Going off to have another drink. Right, so we're back on top. It's now working for some reason. I'm not sure, so I don't need to dig that extra water source. That is the water source that we had back up through here. Yeah, there we go. All right, now, yeah, so the giant rat is fighting. That should be dead by now. Yep, tearing the brain. That's good. Nice and easy. Sev is going back to that one again. I don't know what happened there, but that is now operational. So we're now going to be building our actual hospital off here, the proper hospital. So we'll start to get this thing done. I always like to actually have special rooms and special ways of actually digging this one. So I'm going to make a 3x3 room all the way through here. And ultimately we'll come back into this hospital again from this other side. So we'll end up having like a corridor into the hospital. And we'll have a sort of like a largish area coming back in and down around this way. This way as well, and then back in this way. So we've got three areas down through here, and then we'll just build a few more chambers back off this other side. So I might make that one extra this way. You could make it, it's not going to quite work. If I make that go there and ditch this, I'll just get rid of that for a second. Place another one there, and then come up this way. All right, that'll give me a couple of access points back into this area of the well, and we'll just get rid of that. All right, so that's then going to be like the main corridor for the hospital. These will end up with a fair few different little rooms in through here. So that'll work for that. We'll need water for other things as well. So we'll start to now come back into the fortress itself and start to build things up. I've got 6 troglodytes yet again. Okay. Just go back down to F2. This cage, it's got a couple of cage traps which worked, a couple that haven't. So I'll just go and position those again. Just go and establish those. There's the troll corpse, troll skeleton. Make this into top priorities along here now. Just so we can start to keep things out from here. Now this one here we need to suspend, just because we don't have access to it. We need to have access from there to build this one. Make that a top priority, and down the bottom here. Need to suspend that one and make that into a top priority as well. There we go. All right, we've got a few layers up through here that we have to sort of end up getting to as well, but we'll just sort of start there. And we haven't got anything that we're building up through here actually, so we'll need to build another one out here. Make that into a top priority. That means that once we get all this stuff done, the troglodytes and things will have to at least crawl over the wall, which makes it a little bit more difficult for them. Actually, no, we've still got this open down through here again as well. So I'm going to need to build a drawbridge in through here. So I'll make it only 3 wide, like it's 7 wide at the moment. So if I just go back across to constructions, and I'll go back to wall. I'll turn off the planner, but in this case I'll just make it out of wood to start with. So we've got tower cap logs. We'll just do it all out of that, and then we'll just go and remove these. And then we'll put a drawbridge in there. In fact, I could just lock it off and then we just get rid of it when we need to. Let's do that. There we go. That way we don't have to worry about this road. So, not initially anyway, we don't have to worry about it. That means we've only got one access point coming back in. Now that there is fine. Copper shield. Yep, troglodyte skeletons and things back in through that other side as well. Once we start to do this mining, like get the more effective mining happening, we're going to then have a lot more rock to then play with. So we'll start to just let things sort of happen now, I think. Come on, you've got to keep this mining up. They're terrible at this. Your tails died, yes, absolutely. Okay, so Ibrahim Hamal is saying, I just now heard about this game. It seems interesting. It's an incredible game. Incredible. You can do pretty much, I mean, you can't do anything, but it's just you can sort of head in any direction that you like with it. It really is astoundingly good. Here we go. Come on, we need to dig this. So we need access to this rock as well. Actually, why is that all locked in? Now, Elder Buffalo, what have you designated that you couldn't do? So there was something in there that they didn't like. We've dug this, so these have now all been positioned. Let's just go back and resume construction there. Make that a top priority as well. That's going to get the bottom layer of all of this stuff done. So this is now this is open access out and about. So troglodyte yet again, damn it. The troglodyte is moving into our fortress. Did it move up? Must have moved up. Let's wait for it to hit the top of the fortress. I'm not seeing where it is. There it is there. How many troglodytes have we got? We've got 1, 2. All right, Sev, you need to start killing these off again. So target that one. Confirm. So Sev is right here with the cat. The trouble is, again, if he jumps, we've got a bit of a problem. He's over here now. Where's Sev? still on the... This is dangerous. This is why we don't want them really fighting in here. There's another troglodyte. No, that's still Sev there. All right, let's just watch this one for a second. Okay, that troglodyte is now dead. You've still got the other troglodyte to try to go and kill. So he went down to kill that one. The other troglodytes, there's three troglodytes in here now. Damn it, they just keep on coming in. There's such pains in the ass. This one now is down the bottom of the fortress. And we've got these three in here. And then one outside. You pain in the bum. Resume construction there. So we still have more coming in. I think we'll follow Sev around now. Just go down to the bottom of what he's doing. Because if a troglodyte attacks him and he jumps off to the side, he's then going to fall to his death, like what happened with who was it? That was Tails, wasn't it? Tails was the first one to die. All right, let's go with this one now. So we'll just follow Sev around. Oh! Damn it. Damn it. Oh, we've lost another one too. How did we lose two? Sev, it's exactly what happened. Sev has fallen off. Orangutan saying, well, we saw it live, I guess. It was just so fast. It was just so fast. Well, sorry, Sev, you're now going to be banned for 30 minutes. So you are out of here. Another one bites the dust. That's all of our military gone. It's dangerous as sick. It is indeed. So, Sev, you are banned. So, farewell. We'll see you in half an hour. All right. So, if you're watching and don't understand what's going on, anyone who names a dwarf and the dwarf dies gets banned for 30 minutes. So, in that case, Sev was a good fighter too. So you can see down through here, what's actually happened here is that Sev fell off from way up here, and it happened just too fast. Yeah, so he killed this troglodyte, then wandered up through here and fought this troglodyte. The troglodyte, if we have a look and see what actually happened here, and go down to the very, very bottom, we'll sort of see what actually happened through here. So we find when we get like the kills, so this is like different fighting where the troglodyte is missing. Like often the troglodytes will hit, it's then blocked by the shield. Misses. Bashes a troglodyte in the left foot, that's been crushed. I'll just try to find where he gets the kill, the first kill. There we go. So this is the first one that we were looking at. So the militia commander strikes a troglodyte in the head with his copper shield, and the injured part explodes into gore. So he's actually smashed him with the shield, and he's still got his hammer. An artery has been opened by the attack, so that's run through there. Now the militia commander was on the ground. It now stands up. He then goes up through towards the up the ramp again. So he's on the ramp. He bashes a troglodyte in the right upper leg with his copper mace, so he had a copper mace, bruising the muscle. So he's done that. The troglodyte attacks the militia commander, but he jumps away. So he jumps into the void. So he avoids the attack, and there's a miss there, and then he essentially loses everything he's holding. He loses, and because he actually slams into an obstacle and blows apart. Because he drops so far, he actually doesn't just die. He actually explodes. So and same with Tail Sly Fox. So this troglodyte here essentially doesn't get the kill, doesn't get the benefit of the kill, but that one has essentially caused the death all the way down through here of Sev. And there is a troglodyte down the bottom here as well anyway. So we then sort of see that Sev exploded essentially. So we've got he's fallen on top of another skeleton of another troglodyte. So Sev's left upper leg got disconnected from his body. His mutilated corpse is in there. don't think we'll see anything in the... This is Sev's neck. I'm not seeing anything else. Sometimes they stay in the air for a little bit. That's his right upper arm. That's his right upper leg. That's his left upper arm. So he's completely exploded. This is other troglodytes that have also fallen off and exploded as well. This is Tail Sly Fox's upper arm. He had the same fate. So he ended up sort of dropping into here and exploding as well. So anyway, that's where we are. So we've got now to get our military again, we need to now appoint another militia commander to create a squad. We don't have anyone with any training. So anyway, that was a demise. And what I actually want to do here is that I just haven't, because of these troglodytes. The troglodytes have caused all the deaths in here because of everything that's been. Oh, not all the deaths. I mean, we also didn't have that well. But this one here, what I need to do is I need to secure this pit, because this is just one great big long pit all the way from the top. And yeah, I'm going to have to actually get another militia. And anytime we fight on this big open area is just horrific. So, who do we appoint? Well, let's go and find someone. We've only got 7 dwarves left. Don't even know if we've got our... actually, who is in the fortress? Zasset the Axe Dwarf, the Monster Slayer, still around somewhere outside. This is one that we don't control. So not really doing what we need it to do. That means we've got 6 dwarves. Chief Medical Dwarf, the Doctor, was sick. Yeah, these are all constructing buildings. The Stonecrafter. You know, I might make... We need the digging. We don't really need the woodworker. So Alta Buffalo, I think, will have to be our next militia, next military person. So we've already got an axe. Okay, let's start this. So we need to go into our nobles, because we need to appoint a militia commander. So it's now vacant. So the militia commander of the Mysterious Corridors. This is the actual group. Now they've been given the job to kill off the troglodyte. I'm going to not do that. So I'm just going to go and cancel the orders, because I need them to go and get equipment now. So they're going to have to go and pick up equipment from around the place. So the first one in, yeah, Alta Buffalo at the top there. Bang, you're in. So I'm just going to have only one at a time. Dead Man's Shoes, there we go. So I don't know, now Alta Buffalo will want to be picking up the, like it'll keep the axe, which is fine, but it'll now need to go and get other bits and pieces. So we've now got the militia commander. I'm just going to go and unpause for a second. Okay, so this one is now into here. So the routine has to be that it's ready at all times. So we've already changed the schedule to not be off duty, which means that they go back into their civilian clothes. We want them to be wearing the actual armor all the time. So in this case, ready is the right order. The equipment needs to be, you can see it's yellow. And so these are all, it's going off to pick up what it needs. And so the uniform that we've got assigned to the Mysterious Corridors is metal uniform. And so at the moment, and so they're going to go and pick up a weapon, a shield, some sort of body armor, leg armor, a helmet, gauntlets, and boots. And we'll also then pick up a backpack with food and water skin with wine or something in it. So there we go. So Orangutan saying beer. By the way, don't forget Tactic Live on YouTube. Yeah, thank you for that one. I need to get to 500 subscribers to be able to then monetize that channel, which this is being saved into that location. So Stick is over there already saying, guys, share this, try to get Daz 35 more subs. We're getting close. Excuse me. Sort of had a good run at the start. Now it's just sort of slowed down a little bit with this subscribers in there. Once I hit 500, I can then monetize it. Okay, so this one, in this case, we will go to Alta Buffalo And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Alta Buffalo onto a station. Let's just find where Alta Buffalo actually is. And attending a meeting. So back over here, near where the troglodytes actually are. So I'm going to put Alta Buffalo to a station away from everything to start with. Now unfortunately, you're going to have to go probably down and pick up some stuff. So let's just make a station in around here somewhere. So just go back in with that group selected. This is the station command. I'm just going to say, just go there. All right, let's watch what actually happens here. Whoa, it's already got a kill. So looks like it's already happened. Now, Alta Buffalo is fighting, so we can start to sort of see different things in through here. Yep, hacks the troglodyte in the head with a copper battle axe. Not going to be great. It's having trouble breathing, so there is the troglodyte punches a mission commander in the upper body. So we're not armed with anything just yet. So we do actually have the copper battle axe, which, because this is a wood chopper, this one should be okay. So she is now on station, but does need to go and pick up. Has she already got the armor? No, not yet. No. Alert. Sev has been found dead, yes. Orangutan's library is interrupted. Now I'm going to go and, first of all, just going to go off and block that to no special orders and just see where it's going to go. And now what are you going to go and do? So it wants to go and attend a meeting, but I need it to go and get the equipment. So I need it to get as much stuff as we possibly can. So let's just go back across to station again. Just go back down to there, and see how it's putting on a different tunic each time. It's not what we want. Let's go back to equipment. Update the equipment, detect conflicts. Oh, okay. Warning, militia commander has the woodcutting labour enabled, which conflicts with military uniforms. Right, okay. So we'll try to resolve the conflicts. It still won't do it. So we need to get rid of the that labour. So if we go across into what we can do through here, this is the labour menu. If we go to woodcutters, at the moment we have Alta Buffalo is a woodcutter. I'm going to turn that off. So unfortunately we're going to need to get more dwarves in to be able to then go and do anything. So with that one there, if we now have a bit of a look and see, will that now resolve it? Potentially has. Let's just try it and see what actually happens here. Now, where are you off to? So it's going to station. We'll just follow it around. Okay, it's now picked up some equipment. Not much. It's actually gotten rid of a lot of stuff. Okay. When are we expecting the next Margaret wave? Pretty much any time now, actually. I'm just hoping we get more than just 2, which is what we got last time. So we've got all this stuff, like the copper mail shirt, splattered with troll blood. We've just, if I open it up, that should be okay for us to use. Now, where did it go this time? Picking up equipment. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to go all the way down to the bottom. Now it's picked up some of the equipment that it needed. We have a look at the items now. So we've now got a water skin with some dwarven rum in it, and we've now picked up the copper shield, but that's all we've got. We're still picking up more equipment. We're finding other things. Oh, whoa, jeez. Did you see that? Like, you saw the little scrambling hands? This one, like, it's not heavy yet. We almost lost Alta Buffalo there as well. So Alta Buffalo, again, had a bit of an attack in here. I don't think we even get to see it. Yeah, so this one here, it actually kicks Mission Commander in the right back teeth, and the 7 passed sails off in an arc. So this one here has actually kicked. This is just incredible. So it's kicked Alta Buffalo. It's going too fast for us to sort of be able to sort of follow anything. But if we just go back and have a bit of a look, we'll see things flailing around. This is Alta Buffalo's back teeth. There's some teeth that are flying through open space, heading down towards, and we'll probably find other teeth. There's more teeth moving back down here. So Alta Buffalo has been kicked in the teeth. They haven't hit the bottom yet, but they're going to hit the bottom down in here. So Alta Buffalo has come up and been kicked in the teeth while on here. Let's see if we can another quick look at this one through here. If we have a look and see, yeah, we'll just go back down the bottom towards here. Where does it happen? Okay, so this is the one at the top. Must withdraw. Cried on somebody in charge. This is not satisfying. So this is Alta Buffalo is really a very, very green military person. So strikes a militia commander, but the shot is blocked with a copper shield. Good. So got the shield. This was actually on the that was about here anyway. Actually, blocked again. Punches the militia commander in the upper arm, bruising the fat through the pigtail cloak. So all it's wearing is a cloak. And then it's got the strikes, but blocked again with the copper shield, which is great. Scratches the militia commander in the left leg, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. The force bends the left knee. Troglodyte misses the militia commander. The troglodyte kicks the militia commander in the lower back teeth, so all those teeth get kicked out of her face or out of her mouth. The troglodyte strikes. The shot is blocked with blocked. Troglodyte strikes the militia commander, but the shot is blocked again and punches the militia commander in the right hand. Bruising the muscle through the mitten. So she's still wearing mittens. So all of this stuff that we see through here is, so there's been no fight back yet coming back in. If we have a look at Alta Buffalo again, just with the items. So we've got the the shield, we've got the mittens, which are still actually okay. We've got a pigtail cloak, which is in disrepair. So we've got the cloak on. Yes, already got stitching and stuff from previous damage that has been done to it, and just a loincloth so in the lower body. So she's not in a good way. Not in a good way here. Now we've got all this blood all over her as well. She has to go. She's still trying to pick up equipment, I think. No, she's going back to station. I'm going to attack this, but she was scrambling. She actually fell off, and then managed to pull herself back onto here again. Otherwise, she'd be dead. I'm going to kill this troglodyte. So I'm just going to go and tell it to. There's going to be a bit of micromanagement here. Let's just go and kill this one. Confirm. So kill the troglodyte. Just get to it. So we'll just go and push the full stop key. Okay, move quickly into position there. Let's just go and get rid of that one. Yep. So. Now, it got interrupted by trying to pick up equipment. That's why it didn't fight back. But now it can fight back. So it shouldn't be picking up equipment. Yeah, killed troglodyte is now its role. It's far enough away from here. Hopefully the troglodyte jumps. Yes, it has. Okay, the troglodyte has now jumped into the void and is scrambling. See how it's now got the little hand symbol? So that's actually what's happened there. If we have a look and see, now what's the Stonecrafter doing? Yeah, okay, there's another fight going on up the top here. And we've got troglodyte front teeth in here. So Massey, the Stonecrafter, is attacking this troglodyte. This troglodyte is unconscious, so Massey hopefully will kill it. Anyway, we'll go back down to F2 here and actually have a bit of a look at and see what's going on in this side again as well. So she strikes a troglodyte in the left hand with a copper shield, bruising the fat. Yep, so troglodyte attacks the militia commander, but she did jump away. She jumped away from there to there, and then attacked and struck it with a copper shield. So we'll just sort of keep it going for a little bit longer. And where are you going to get to? Moving in. This one is now, it's in open space. It's no longer scrambling. It's got little up arrows. I think it means it's basically now flying off. Let's have another quick look and see what's actually happened in here now. So strikes a troglodyte in the lower body with a copper shield, bruising the muscle, tearing apart the lower spine's nervous tissue. It's a gelding blow. Gelding blow. So, so she's actually taken its private parts off with that attack with the shield. This is pretty amazing. The troglodyte punches the militia commander in the left hand with his left hand, bruising the fat through the pigtail left mitten. How sharp are those shield edges? Yes, exactly. Incognito. Just how sharp they are. Well, it's actually hit the bottom, so maybe it's sort of flattened out very much because she's picked that up from the bottom of the fortress. Anyway, that's funny. That is really funny. So anyway. Sort of, I feel like illustrating some of this stuff. It's sort of this one is now falling. We need to not follow it, so we're going to tell it to go back to station, and we're going to go back up the top again and try to help out at the top of the fortress. So let's go back up to here and just go across to there. So we'll make that the new command. Let's just unclick a little bit at a time. See how this guy is now falling? He will now fall down and explode in the bottom there on top of Sev. So so she is now going to move off, hopefully. Oh, what are you doing? What on earth are you doing? Why did she move in there? I don't believe it. She's actually followed it through. So she swung again twice at it while it's actually in the air, and now she's fallen over. I've improved my fighting. That was satisfying. Well, at the moment she's scrambling. Now, if she loses this. If she ends up with those little blue up arrows, it means that she's falling. So at the moment, she may be able to swing back around onto the ramp. So we've got a ramp that's down through here. So this one goes up, this one goes down. So can she swing to here? Look, if we have a bit of a look, this guy is already well and truly past all that. So he is falling to his doom. Let's just keep on doing it tick by tick. Still scrambling. Come on, move across. Yep, so still holding on. Here comes the cat to watch. It's only when we see the blue up arrows that we're going to have problems. So at the moment, she doesn't have the weight. Here comes the cat. Here comes another cat. Oh, phew. Okay, she made it back out. So she's rush of blood to the head here. Let's just see if we see anything else. Yeah, no, that's okay. So she's now back into this position. There's still two troglodytes, and if we have a look down now, this other troglodyte has now hit the bottom here and exploded again. So we now actually have another troglodyte mangled corpse on top of Sev's mangled corpse. There's going to be, and this is the alpha buffalo's teeth have now fallen to the bottom of the fortress. Let's have a look at this troglodyte. Now this one here must be at the top. Yeah, Stonecrafter punches. This is the one at the top. It gives into the pain, so it's unconscious. We'll look at this troglodyte. So this one here is the one that Yeah, this is it through here. Yep, so this is the gelding blow. Punches the militia commander. Troglodyte falls over. So this is actually where it falls into the actual pit. The militia commander strikes twice while it's actually in midair, which is why she's then fallen into the pit. And then the troglodyte has then fallen all the way to the bottom and exploded down through here. So you can see the upper body takes full force of the impact, shattering the ribs. The lower body takes full force as well. Right leg takes full force. So all of this stuff just basically is just smashed apart. So pretty much everything. Troglodyte's been knocked unconscious. Now that should be dead. It is dead. So anyway, that's been destroyed. These bloody troglodytes. God, they're annoying. We'll get there soon enough. I've only got 2 left. Where are they? One up there. Yeah, this one is still, it's the unconscious. Where's the other one? Outside. Now that is sort of close to where we are. Hang on, we don't want to look in there. F2. Now she's going to have to. We want her up the top to destroy the other one that's in there. These here. I'm going to make these a top priority just so we can actually get this completely blocked off. With them throwing themselves around, it's part of the fighting, and it usually doesn't matter. But when you've got an open area like this, it's really, really debilitating. Well, let's go and follow this one around now. Oh, she's done it again. What are you doing? What on earth are you doing? Why move into there? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would she do that? She stumbled in again. Look, I'm just going to keep on pressing the full stop key. She's now falling. No, she's scrambled. Okay, she crawled up. She crawled out. All right. Okay, I'm going to ditch all that stuff. This is so stressful. This is so stressful. You need to go to your station. I'm going to unpause again, and you've done it again. I don't know why she keeps on doing it. At least she's good at it, which is good. So she's been able to do that, but as soon as she starts to get armor on, she's not going to be able to do that. I have to tell her to stop attacking the troglodyte. Well, I have. I've told her to go back to a station. The station is safe because it's way over here. So she will now go and attack it. She's killed that one off. So she's no longer doing anything, but she's still... she's now unconscious and injured. Now we need to get these beds here. I'm going to make them top priorities as well. Incognito saying the commander is clumsy. I bet that's it doing it. Yeah, actually maybe it is. But she's been able to hold on. So let's have a look and see. Yeah, dabbling shield user, armor user, and discipline. Dabbling axe dwarf, novice fighter. Clumsy, yeah. There it is. Values power, resist sickness, clumsy, private. Good with language, not creative. So she's now resting because she is injured. So if we have a look at the health, wounds, left wrist has been sutured. Diagnosis required. Now we do actually have a doctor. The doctor will come over and sort this one out. So we've got a couple of doctors, I think, in this hospital. So this is a little hospital that we have in through here, and yeah, we've got sick and space pants. So one of them will come over and diagnose and then fix her up, and then she will have to go and try to get more equipment. We've only got one more troglodyte left, which is a fair way away. Let's watch this one and just see where it goes. It's staying away. No, it's not. Okay, here we go. We've got, so although it's a grim reminder of the winter hardships to come, the supply caravan from the Unseen Relic is a welcome sight. Their eyes are alight with the anticipation of inspecting the splendid products of your industrious crafts dwarfs. Take careful stock of your own stores. What these merchants offer might well be the difference between a prosperous future and a slow and meaningful death. All right, so now this guy is still coming in. I'm going to have to go and resume construction there. But it's now coming into the fortress yet again. Now, unfortunately, why has that not worked? We're trying to get these things established. There's Space Pants, the Chief Medical Dwarf. Let's go down and have a look to see if our new hospital is actually getting ready. Where was it? It's be up in here somewhere. Hardly anything. Hardly anything. God, they're useless. They are useless. In fact, I've screwed this up a little bit. No, that's okay. Look, I'll just leave it with one. That's okay. We'll leave that there. All right. Troglodyte. Where is it? By themselves, they're not all that dangerous, but they're just a pain in the bum. Just follow it around for a little bit. Here it comes. It's now inside our territory. Right, it's just wandering around. Can't get out. Oh, it climbed over the top. All right, so that climbed over the top of this. Actually, no, it just went through that little gate through there. We need to put another wall in through this other piece in here. So we're just going to go in. We can also move around down the outside, so it doesn't matter too much just yet. I'll just make it out of logs. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to all be made out of stone. I'm trying to sort of keep it nice and neat, but we just without the mining, we're just not going to be able to do it. Oh, hang on. We need to get these guys inside. So we need to open up the fortress, of course. So we'll make that one passable. So he'll then arrive. He or she. I think it was a she, actually. And now they'll go and try to find orangutans. Then have a bit of a meeting. So we now have diplomacy going on. So orangutans is there. Go to diplomacy. And so I'm the liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. Okay. So there's been much to share. Information added to the civilization's world info, so we can actually have a look at rumours and stuff. Make requests for next year's caravan. Now we do actually have chalk. We don't have gypsum, so getting plaster is still going to be a problem. So we'll go to powders and just ask for gypsum plaster. I don't know what else we would need, actually. I'll just make that. That'll do. So we'll just go that way. Are you sure you want to leave this screen? Okay, so no, we'll just go back in and just click on done. Okay, so it's going to cost us a lot, but I don't mind. Now, what do they want? Large gems. So they know that this is, of course, a reclaimed area. They know there's lots of loot that we haven't actually touched down in the bottom of the fortress at this stage. We're still just trying to establish ourselves. Ultimately, what I need to do here is build staircases, like all the way through here. But to do that, I need building equipment, and we just don't have it just yet. To do that, I need to be mining. I need to be mining really, really solidly. Now that one's now disappearing again. So it's now done its job. We can have a look at the and see the actual world map to look at any rumours, news and rumours. So we've got, we'll see different things occurring where there's all sorts of different information down through here. We've got someone that was kidnapped, kidnapped again, kidnapped. So there's a lot of kidnappings going on through here, probably from these goblins. These are humans. There's a group that moved up this way. Kidnapped again. Where are they going? So there's some sort of military fight going on up this way. There we go. In the early spring of 300, a group calling itself the Band of Weather reclaimed scooped clashes on behalf of the Frilly Council. So that's actually what we see through there. Where's that one going? Oh, it's going up to here. So in the mid-spring of 300, a group calling itself the Intricate Society reclaimed Heated Mothers on behalf of the Coalition of Certainty. So these are different human groups that are reclaiming their territory. We can have a look down through here, as this is close to the area that we're in. Where are we? We are here. So we're seeing different rumours down through here. Now we're seeing also other attacks coming down. Is it finishing there? Okay, this one here has been reclaimed as well. So a group calling itself the Mine of Class reclaimed work trades on behalf of the Unseen Relics. So that's actually been a reclaimed fortress. Became the Holy Funeral, so that's like a religious leader. So in the early spring, Whale Leaps was known to be in Brush's standard. Now this is here, population of about 400 dwarves. Whale Leaps. I don't have any idea what that actually is. Early spring. It may be an artifact. Now we've got another attack going in this way by the looks. In the early spring, a group calling itself the Willful Vessel reclaimed cleared rooms on behalf of the Silver of Shimmering, which is that group there, is it? Yeah, this is a dwarven fort. So they're actually they're claiming back. We're getting our stuff back again. Okay, mayor changed hands. Different people replacing different areas. Now, if we try to figure out what that actually is, what was that one we were looking at? There was it was here, wasn't it? Whale Leaps. Let's have a look and see if we can find out what that one actually is. I'll just go and open up this for a second, and go and open up a in my downloads area. So just go into here, downloads, games, Dwarf Fortress, 2026 Legends Viewer. We'll open up the Legends Viewer. I should have done this before I started. Right, so we'll open up this one because we've got the legends from before. So we've now been told that there's something there, but I don't know if it's a character or something like that. We'll just load this one in. This is from before we started. This is in the year. This is the 1st of January, or 1st of Granite, or whatever it's called, in the year 300. We're still in the year 300, but we've now got a little bit of time. So we'll just go back in and explore. So this is all the legends of where we are. We go to society, we go to historical figures, and we'll just do a search for Whale Leaps. Not seeing anyone there. There's only 6 of them. Yep, nothing there. So it's not that. If we go into Arts and Crafts and go to Artifacts and do a search here, there it is, Whale Leaps, the weapon, the crossbow. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay. I think this may be the same one. If we look at the history of this, so and see what actually happened through here. So in 120, Whale Leaps was created in Frenzy Island by the dwarf Kivish. Was offered to the dwarf Licot as a relic. Was claimed. Was claimed by a Quexolotless man from afar. So these are people who have actually got claims on it. This claim. This is all in 207. So it's not the same one that we were actually. Where the rock, at the location that we are, stole. No, it's just stored there. And in 285, it was stored in Brush Standard. So that's sort of So it's been moving around a little bit. You can sort of see there, it's now pretty much where we are on that map. So anyway, that's what that is. At least we now know. Not that it matters. Let's just go and click on done. So anyway, that's just the rumours that we're hearing with what's going on. Adrian's saying that pit kills so many. I know, it is crazy. We're going to have to secure this. You know what I think I might do is I might start to build. I was going to build it out of rock. I'm going to build it out of wood. I'm going to go into where we are at the bottom of the fortress. Actually, the bottom's going to be a bit too difficult to contend with, I think. Let's just come back up to the top bit. This bit here, let's go and build a staircase all the way up to the top. And we'll just keep on building them from in here. And that way, hopefully, that will make it a little bit more secure from at least this location. So we'll just go back in, constructions, stairs, and I'm going to be building, I'll build it all the way across the bottom here and all the way up to the top. To there. So that's now going to ultimately then have tower cap logs built all the way through there. So hopefully that will not have anyone else fall off during the construction. Merchants have arrived, so their merchants are now coming in as well. So if we have a look and see where they actually are, where are they? Oh, they're going to be here. We should find them on the map. If we just go to other merchants, yeah, just coming on the outside. So we'll definitely go and trade with them as well. Now, it looks like everything is now sorted out. So let's just go back to our military again. Now, Alta Buffalo is still picking up equipment. And if we have a look at the items now, what have you picked up? You've now got an iron short sword, so it has ditched the axe. Still doesn't have like a real lot of stuff here, but is picking up different bits and pieces, but it's still not ideal. Let's just put it back on station again. Oh, she already was. Again, we'll just so she's wandering down somewhere. I think she's going to pick up equipment. I might still just follow her around. There she goes. She's now picking up more equipment. There we are. There we go. Now if she falls into the middle here, it's not going to work all that well. She's getting now provisions, getting food. And now she's going back to station. All right, see how much slower she's moving because she's now got all of that equipment that she's now got. So if we have a look and see, she's now got a lot more, and so she at least can defend herself. But if she falls, if she won't scramble again, her weight now is just too much. So so she was lucky that she didn't actually have the equipment the last time that she met that troglodyte. Now we've still got one more troglodyte back out here. He's wandering off. Let's not worry about him. We need to just keep on building up stuff. Just go back into these areas. We've got the swords dwarf and stuff from the trade caravan. So they're just setting up at this point in time. Let's go in and move the goods to and fro. We want to be giving them as much as we possibly can. So we've got amulets. Just give all the amulets. The bracelets, the whole lot. Whoops. Yeah, that's too far away. Crowns, we've only got one of them. Earrings, got a few of them. So we've been building these a little bit as we, while we've been here. If you Figurines, got a few of them as well. So we're just making just general crafts for selling. Goblets, we've got a few of those. We'll keep them where they are. Handware, we'll just keep them where they are as well. Legware, logs. Some rings as well, get them sold. Scepters. Now, I just want to make sure, because we've got some very, very good scepters as well, like that we've found here. But you keep on using the ones that we've actually been building. So this is stuff that we've actually just built. That'll do us, I think. So we go back to tools. Yep, we've got the nest boxes. I do need to make use of those. All right, that's actually all good. So we'll just go back across now, and that should be everything actually. So we'll just go back up to the amulets again. Yep, that's good. So we'll just go and right-click, have a quick look. So there's 21 items going to be coming in, and we then are going to need to have Orangutan's library come back up once that's all been sorted. So let's just wait for that to happen. I'll go off and unclick the station now. So we'll just go back into no special orders, because we'll need that one for hauling as well. Okay, so why is there a sign that says D and T at the top of the pit? Not sure what you mean, incognito. Death and something. It's certainly been a lot of interaction with it, hasn't there? $16 items coming. That one troglodyte still floating around. Two dwarves, 2 troglodytes, 1. Yeah, it's like a score sheet, isn't it? It's certainly been an active little fort. It's been so dangerous. All right, let's have a look and see. Yeah, we've got everything we need here. So we need to broker requested at the depot. So we'll now bring orangutans back up in, and we'll do the trading. There's orangutans there, just having a bit of a meal at his office. Now we're ready to go. So, ready to trade. So we've got the... Now, this is what they've brought, this is what we've got. So, greetings from the mountain homes, your efforts are legend here, let us trade. So, let's just go and see what we have got that we can give them. $7.98. Now, we don't want to be, we want to have them leave with a lot of profit. Could you move my office away from the edge of the dwarf killing pit? You're perfectly safe, perfectly safe. It's all fine. Anyway, let's continue on. So we've got the. So what have they got that we want? Sometimes as animals, we may be wanting to get hens, reindeer, bulls. Nothing much there really that I would love to get. A hen. Might throw that one in. It's cheap. So I'll just grab that one. The axes, we don't need any of this stuff. That's all fine. Food is down, drinks is up. So we don't really need a lot of that either. Cave wheat seed. Look, I'll throw that in there. We can sort of see there at this stage the trader profit is green, which means that they're definitely going to go and say yes, that's good. We'll take that. We've got anvils. We don't need them as. Do we need them? No, we can. We've got heaps of them down below in the ruins. It's all different food. Plump helmets. Leaves and fruit. Leave all that where that is. Thread's always useful, so I'll just go and pick up some of this stuff. Just whatever's cheap and nasty. Instead of saying, I also agree with someone who said we should rename the colony Pit of Doom or something like that. Yeah, it has been terrible, hasn't it? It has been terrible. I don't know if I can change it once we get started. Backpacks, I'll leave them where they are. Got a bit of cheese. They cost a fair bit. Come back to something. Yeah, okay, there's not a real lot there. Okay, in that case, let's go and grab some cheese for the dwarves. So they're still making a really healthy profit. Like it's, so what else would we want? Maybe some of these backpacks. Still green, so as soon as that changes from green, I'll then just go back and do something else with it. Lots of plump helmets. I'm actually happy for them to walk away with this, to be honest. Like, as much, the happier they are, the better off for us ultimately. This is also how word gets back to the mountain homes that, oh, this is a really, really, really great place to live. So go back and tell everyone about how good it all is. Oh, they're making heaps of stuff. They bought heaps of cheese. And get people, this is how we sort of end up getting more and more people interested in moving here. So we're going to go and just click on trade. So I'm going to give them everything. Yes, proceed. So they're happy with that one. Wonderful. Thank you for your business. I like them leaving with some profit. So that was good for them. So they'll be thinking very positively of us. We no longer need that one anymore. And so we've now sort of gotten rid of all of the stuff we were then making at that point in time. We need to keep on digging down the bottom here. Let's just go down to the bottom of the fortress. And F2, yeah, this one's, I don't know when we're going to start to build this stuff. Okay, that's fine where that is. Got one cage trap there. I don't know why these are failing all the time. Let's go back out and sort of figure out what we need to do. We've blocked this off, which is good. And if we just come back up the top, just sort of see where we start. So we start off through here. This is all completely blocked off on that level. There's nothing above that we have to worry about. Then we've got the next layer down from here, continues on down through there. So that's actually the extension down this way, which is fine. And in the north, it's this one here. So this area here is completely enclosed. Go to the next layer down, now just looking at this little area in here. This area continues on all the way down. This one opens up, but it blocks off into there. And then opens up this way. So did we, yeah, then we ended up with with that blocking off this. And if we go back up, there's no way through there. So this is now completely blocked off and there's no access up into this particular zone. That has been blocked off, but this is still open. So I need to go and make these, which means I'm going to need to establish a different zone, essentially, a different way of sort of getting up into these. So that's going to ultimately be, I'm going to need to build a scaffold. So just go to constructions, stairs, and I'll just build a stair from there to here, and we'll just make them out of that. If you don't have anyone that's a woodcutter anymore, I'll have to wait until we get a new group of dwarves. Top priority there, top priority there. All right, that way we can then access this and then sort of dig these, like make these into viable locations. Yep, so Orangutans is now coming back down to build that one. So that one troglodyte floating around. Now he's fallen off somewhere. He's now in the bottom. He's climbing this tree. So I think he's crawled from there down. So he's climbing the tree down. That's okay. We'll leave him to his whatever he's up to. He's in that pit. Nothing to do with us. We won't worry about that one. So that's that aspect. If we go back across, once we clean up that side of things, this will just take a bit of time just to secure all of this. I might just leave it so we can then sort of see what's going to happen. But they've just got one more layer there. That will then keep that all secure. I'll just do it bit by bit. What else are we needing to do? Needing to have a bit of a look at through here. I'll just minimise that one. We don't have any issue at the moment with the military. Let's just unpause the game and just let it run for a little while now. And then the free nest boxes. Yeah, we need to actually create an area. Actually, we might do that as well. Actually, what I should do is actually check the mining. The mining is really important now. There's some of Alta Buffalo's teeth that got smashed out. Now, we've got all that there. And we'll just come back up and have a look and see if they're starting to work on that at all. No, not yet. I'll just go back down to this level. Here we go. Just keep on sort of channeling in through here. Got bituminous coal, that's good. This will ultimately be the hospital. That's good, at least that's now working. That's now been built. That's been established. I don't know if they can build from there. They should be able to build from there. Yep, Sick is now doing this one. So that will then be the top level there. There we go. That's now been cut off completely, so that's good. I like these tower logs. I don't really need to. Actually, I might need to resurrect them. So I might just go back in and get them back again. So somebody will come and pull that apart. So we can sort of pull the scaffolding down as we go. Now, what's happening here? Okay, so Zasset is now fighting again. Cave Crocodile, though that was earlier on. Whoa. Giant Olm, where's that? This thing is pale, overcome with terror. Stunned, winded, seriously injured. Here's the cat, again, following it around. So this thing has actually somehow managed to make its way back up into here. She's down dead. Okay, there's another one. Luckily, we didn't actually end up with like doing anything with that one. Now, this is like in terms of naming. So we didn't actually name that particular dwarf. We're down to 6. All right, so this giant Olm is also taken some damage, I think. And if we look at the health description, oh no, it's actually her right rear foot is gone. Skin is white. That's okay. So that is done. Don't have to really worry about that one so much. Now this is a fair way away from where we were. So that's our that was our monster hunter that is now gone. Let's just keep on going back in and trying to block off what we need to be doing here. That's all done. That's all done. This is not done yet. Resume construction. Make it a top priority. So we'll start to just keep on trying to get things done in through here. So they can still walk through to get that bit done. Now that's actually, maybe they can't get out anymore. What I might do is I might make this, I might cancel that. We'll make this the one-way through. So we've got that one there. If I come back up the top here, I'm just going to go and suspend the construction all the way along here. Except for the last bit. And I'll just put another staircase from there to there, just so we can get up to that top level. Construction, stairs. That'll do. We should have to go further up as well, actually, but that's okay. We can do that afterwards. Just do it bit by bit. So how many layers? We've only got one more layer above that. This one as well. We're going to need to move on up. Yeah, I've got a few different stairs there that I'm going to need to build as well. Look, I'll set that up as well. Let's go that way. That way at least we can sort of just get them sorted. All right, that does keep this one open. It just gives me a little bit of access point. And what I might do is just put a door in here for now. Got a slate door there. And make that a top priority. Oh, hang on. No, that's not where I want it. Cancel that. Put it one. We have to put it underneath the one above it. Now, I don't have a really easy way of getting across here, but we'll get there eventually. So we'll just go back in and doors and hatches, door there. And look, I might make that a top priority as well. I'm making everything top priorities in here, but we've sort of got things sort of established. Let's just go back up the top again, or just back into here again. Giant Olm is fighting. We don't need to worry about it. No longer seeing that troglodyte. So it might have fallen to its death out of the tree or something. Maybe. Here we go. Now making the stairs. This will make things a bit safer. Hang on, did someone just fall off? No, that's okay. I thought I saw someone just fall off there. All right, so we'll end up eventually with staircases up all the way through here. Now, Dragster is asleep. That's just the bedrooms. This is okay. We're slowly sort of getting what we need in here as well. So this is sort of starting to, this little hospital is starting to sort of take shape a little bit. Other things, what are we building in here? Wooden buckets and crutches. That's okay. We are running out of wood. Let's just go and hopefully we end up with some more dwarves coming fairly soon. A fair few dwarves would be good. Cage traps, but that's okay. We'll just leave them where they are. So these guys will leave soon enough. There they go. We'll be leaving soon. So they'll be happy. Yep, so packing all this stuff up now. Putting it on there. Oh, hang on. What have we got now? Zasset, yeah, been missing for a week. Yeah, we know that. We saw her get killed, so that's okay. I don't think anyone was all that attached to her. So a fair bit of activity on the top here. So we're still getting this sort of scaffold type stuff happening in through here. Maybe I'll just go back down the bottom here again and just keep on trying to dig stuff. That's not being built. This one has or is being built. That's fine. That door is now in position, which is nice. This thing is injured and just wandering around outside. I don't think it'll come inside. It's down the bottom, that's fine. Yep, so they've embarked on their journey. So they've now, or they're moving off now. Making stuff for the next time that they arrive, which is good. The different skeletons are now sort of forming from where things died. Who's that? Hammer Dwarf. Don't know who that is. Where did he end up? Not sure where the Hammer Dwarf ended up. I think it was part of this group. Leave it where that is. Vinyl Rabbit. You've already got one, Vinyl Rabbit, so I'll give you this one back. We're just waiting for people to arrive. So everyone's just now sort of just moving through the fortress. Ah, here we go, here we go. Just pause and have a quick look and see who have we got this time. So we've got a llama, or an alpaca, baby alpaca there. Did we get anyone else at this stage? So that's the first one in. Hopefully we end up with a lot of people. Just let me get my list of names back again. So Began's in the first one. There's you, Vinyl Rabbit. So I'll give you this one back. Sev's already got another one in there. Mr. Private Joe's got another one in there as well. So so the first one in will be Began. Oops, hang on. What else did we pick up? Just nothing much there. Here we go. So the herbalist is Began, coming in to pick up equipment for some reason. A legendary herbalist. What sort of equipment would I want to pick up? Anyway, this is Began. Done. Syrian has also got one named. Hopefully we get a lot. I really hope we get a lot of dwarves this time because we actually really need them. There's another one. This next one is... I might just move this off to the side. So Began is done. The next one is Vinyl Rabbit. Now we're getting all these bald ones. I'm gonna go back and change this one. This one is so that one there is Vinyl Rabbit. All right, what we're going to do with these when they come in bald, we're just going to go and fix these up straight away. So if I see if we can remember, we need to go to GM and go to the GM editor, enter. With this open, we go down to where the hell is it? Appearance. We go into tissue style, and we go into number 2 and change that one to like maybe double braids. In this case, we have to do it for 3 as well, double braids. All right, then we go back into tissue length. We change this number to say 180. Oops, hang on, 180. And this one as well, 180. All right, that's all we have to do there. And then we go back out, press the tilde key again, GM unit, enter. Go into body appearance editor, go to hair, length 180, enter, right click, there we go, double braids, done. So Falklands has got one as well. That's cool. I don't know if you've got one as well. No, I can't see yours in there. So that's it's a long. I wish that this would just not have bring in the bald female dwarves, but there she is. So she's now has hair. So that is Vinyl Rabbit, and that one there is going to be a Potash Maker, which is going to ultimately end up being Zaradin. All right. These are all got a lot of named dwarves here. Hopefully we get through a lot of these. Just saying, hey, had a look at Goblin Camp yet, Daz? It's in development since the Ask Ages and recently had its one release with good graphics. Looks really decent. Is that a mod for Dwarf Fortress? I'm not sure if I've heard of that name before. Here we go, another one, another miner, a adequate miner, which is great. And coming in with his own pick. So this is going to be Mr. Voxy. No, this is Friday Shio. Friday Shio. There we go. That one's done. And more. She's got hair. That's good. This one is going to be Mr. Voxy, a siege operator. Voxy in there. Actually, it's 2 Ys. There we go. And so I'll just tick both of those off. Next, we've got his Private Joe. Here we go. Got a vampire. No, it's not blue enough, I don't think. So this one here is a peasant. No skills at all. Oh, actually go straight back into the military, I think. Looking at this. Okay, that's fine. This is Private Joe. Private Joe, done. And we've still got more coming in. So that's Private Joe. Then we've got Incognito. This one here's a weaponsmith. This is what we want. The creator of something. Anyway, new arrival. Only 28 years old, but already a legendary weaponsmith. This is really, really cool, actually. So this is Incognito. Incognito. Done. This is great. Another one coming in. So she's 142 years old. This is Sev. Just a peasant. No real military skills in this case. Disdains romance, but does have 6 children. Just gets on with it. So this is Sev. Whoops. Did it the wrong way. Got to get our capitalization correct. Hair is sort of coming through now, which is good. So that's Sev. Next one is Serian. Okay, this one here is Serian. Another one that needs to be a spouse of Began in through here. So we've got, this is a diagnostician, another doctor. All right, so legendary wound dresser, legendary diagnostician. Fantastic. So this is going to be Serian. Now, before the next one here coming in is Falcons, but I've got a funny feeling you're already in the fortress. No, you're not. Must be thinking of the previous one. No, that's okay. This is great. We've doubled the, more than doubled the size. So actually, we'll just fix this one up as we go. So GM, editor, enter. Down to the bottom here somewhere where it says appearance, tissue style. And we'll do, in this case, we'll do a ponytail. Right click, tissue length, double click, we'll make it 200. 200. Right click, tilde, GM, unit, enter, body appearance editor, hair, 200. There we are, done. So there we go, so we've got that one now done as well. So that is Syrian. Let's see if we've got any more coming in. That's everyone. Falcons, you miss out, sorry. All right, well, that gets everyone, we've got a lot of people now sorted into this particular location. Just make doubly sure there's nothing else. No, that's it. Up to 15. This is really cool, actually. This is a good start for us because we can now just go through and start to establish the rest of what has to happen here. So as they sort of come back through, we've got, for example, Friday Shio. Definitely want to put him into the group. So if we just go back into the labor menus, we've got Friday Shio. I'm going to turn off, because Space Pants has got other jobs to do, let's turn that one off. Friday Shio is already a minor. Adequate. I'm going to lock that one in as well, so we can get two of them really, really mining a lot. Now, in terms of woodcutters, Outer Buffalo is the only woodcutter that we have. Well, we can get somebody else to do it. I think Began. I'll put Began in doing that job now, just as a herbalist. I think. I mean, you have to learn the skills. Shall I just tick off Syrian? So we've only got Falcons left at this stage. So, hi, Bay Boy Z, how you going? So, yeah, more sacrifices. The god of the pit. Yes. Well, at least we've got a lot now. We have a lot, and so they're all coming in to meet up in this region. So Zaradin back in through there. Now, Private Joe died here. Still got all of his stuff there. Let's go and get our military sorted. So let's go and have a quick look at the military. So we've got the groups, assigned position number 2. Actually, Began's competent spear dwarf, novice shield user. I want to keep the miner working as the miner. All right, we've got a few in here. This is now a novice fighter because of the fighting that's been going on. Now, Began, I'm going to have to move him back. Space Pants, the chief medical dwarf. I can't put. Could I do that? Could I put him in the role? He's actually. I've had him as a miner up until right now. I'll put Began in, but we're going to have to get Began. So I'll have just the two of them initially. So Began's going to have to go back and stop being a woodcutter. And who else can we put in as a woodcutter? Vinyl Rabbit, the farmer. Have to be the woodcutter. All right, there we go. So that'll have to do. Because we do need to chop down some more wood. I think that's all good, actually. I think we're doing well here. This is, well, are we doing well? I don't know. I guess time will tell. Now, we've got that one there. We're still, we've got troglodyte blood and stuff that we've been washing off. So this has still been going well. Somebody was using the well. I wonder who that was. The bucket's still there. There's nothing in the well, which is good. We've got this open. I can always close that one off. So Zenzi's saying still alive. Must be doing something right. Yeah, sort of. We're sort of doing well. So saying if you need a militia refills, a volunteer, peasant is good cannon fodder for it too. What were you though? You were something important, I thought. Actually, Private Joe was we're going to throw in. And so, yeah, you're right. You are just peasants. Yes, you are both in again. It's funny, I thought you both had skills. I might just have a quick look and see. I don't know if I can pick you up in here. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Just go back to the squads. And who else did we have? We had Began, who is a herbalist. But he's got skills already. Began's probably the most skillful of the people. So, right, well, we'll set that up. We do have enough equipment to be able to deck everyone else out. So if we just go back in and have a bit of a look at the group. Actually, what are we doing here? So we've got the Private Joe. Let's have a quick look and see. Yeah, dabbling. So this is actually still okay. So Private Joe will be fine. Then we go down into Sev. Oops, hang on. No skills there at all, but no skills in anything. So you're right, this is fine to actually put one of these in the military. So won't last very long though, I don't think. So more things happening. And then Began, we already had, is a legendary herbalist. So I don't really want Began to, not that that means much in the game. Competent spear dwarf. Now what we need to do is we need everyone to go and pick up their equipment. So I will just go and put them all on station, and just so they go and pick everything else up before we have any threats. So go back to the squads, select them, and just tell them to go and station somewhere. Now they'll all go and pick up equipment. The equipment won't all be there, so we need one more set of equipment. So I'm going to go down to the bottom of the fortress where the rock, as in the big flying bird stuff actually is. So we've still got stuff in through here. Actually, no, that's all been picked up. No, there's still water skins, backpacks. Yes, all the equipment there has been picked up. No, there's no equipment down this way. Let's just keep on going back up through the lair. So we have, in fact, what I can do is I can just go to the stocks here, I think, and have a look at the actual, at what we end up getting. So we've got armor, so we've got iron breastplate. So we're going to allow these things to be picked up. So I'll get the iron. What else was there? And we've also got a bronze breastplate. Let's go and pick that up as well. So we'll pick up both of these. These were part of the loot from the rock. You can sort of see with the brackets, means that it sort of was here from beforehand. Actually, bronze mail shirts as well. These are breastplates. I'll just go and unlock that. And then we've got that's leather armor. We don't want the leather armor. That'll be okay. So that's now unlocked all of that stuff, which is fine. Backpacks. This is a legendary backpack. Let's go and unlock a couple of those. What else do we need? Got body parts there all over the place. Boulders, boxes, bracelets, branches, buckets. Codices, covens, corpses, crowns, crutches, doors, drinks, earrings, flasks. So another one that was part of the loot, so we'll allow somebody else to pick that one up. Well, that's 4. We needed 4 anyway. Floodgates, footwear. In this case, we've got silk shoes, wool shoes, mammoth shoes, leather, pigtail, copper high boots. These are all been, actually here we go, low boots. If we've got any more high boots, I'll take them. because they protect up past the knee. Just see if there's anything else. They're just socks. Okay, so we've got different socks down this way. Looks like we've only got low boots. So I'll just go and grab those. I'll just allow all of this stuff to be picked up. So there's a few better pieces of equipment there. So that's footwear, goblets, grates, handwear, copper gauntlets. We'll go and open those up. Bronze gauntlets. So we're making use of the loot now. That will do us. The leg wear. Again, we should find greaves, I think, in here. Greaves went up there, so there's the copper greaves. There's some high quality greaves there. Steel greaves, we'll open those up. And now this is actually this dwarf bone greave is not going to be great for protection. I've got the iron leggings. I'll even open these up as well. Allow them to get that, but that's actually an artifact that's down in the bottom of the fortress. It's part of what the rocks actually had stolen. Liquid, yeah. So we do have water somewhere. Logs, meat mechanisms, pipe sections, powder, prepared meals, rings, rough gems, all of that stuff. Shields and bucklers. Steel shields, we'll open up both of those and that as well. That'll do. So we'll just open up the shields and the bronze bithvus shield as well. So this will allow them to go and pick up this equipment. Thread, thrones, weapons. Now, we've got different battle axes. These are like iron battle axes. Again, I'll just open up a few more of these. Silver's no good for an axe. So this is just part of the loot that we found. Warhammers, we'll just get a couple of those in case people want them. The iron swords. Just allow people to use those if they want. Now this is another artifact. This is a bronze short sword. I won't again have any. Like someone's got that actually. We might come back and have another quick look at that one. We've got iron spears. We'll just get a few of those in as well. Copper spear is already available. Steel spear, I'll just get one of those as well. I want to keep the really good quality stuff for other things. I don't know what I'll do with it just yet. We do have the copper picks. They've all been assigned. Let's go and have a look at this thing here. Where is this? So we've got ourselves Sashad Keskel. It's in here somewhere. Sashad Keskel. Which is this is the loot from the rocks. This is where we're picking up a lot of the ammunition from. Let's have a quick look at our artifacts. If we have a quick look at the objects. Sashad Keskel. No, is it Shasad? Nope, it's not it either. Keskel? Nope, not sure where it was. Yeah, there's other things around the place that are like Mr. Voxy seems to own all of this stuff. What? He's got all these claims on everything. There's definitely something else here that we don't know. Hang on, let's just go back to where that loot is. There's more loot there. So this is all part of what the rocks actually had. So if we go to if we just try that again, and the weapons. Shasad Keskel. It's in here somewhere. No, it still doesn't know where we are. Try that again. No, this isn't. It's not picking it up anywhere. Iron Warhammers. I'm going to forbid it. I'm not sure exactly where it is. Yeah, who knows? I mean, this is what the rocks had looted before we sort of reclaimed the fortress. So we don't really know exactly what's where. We haven't gone in to look for things yet. I mean, having said that, yeah, there should be pigtail threads and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I can unlock this sort of stuff if we need it, but let's. I just don't know where that weapon actually is. It won't show me. We know it's in the stocks here somewhere, but not. It's not listed. I wonder what else it could be. Bronze short sword. Yeah, can't click on it. Interesting. That's what it looks like. Yeah, but no idea. I mean, I could start to hunt through everything in here, but I just don't think we just don't know where it actually is. Anyway, that'll be yet another mystery that will come to fruition. Don't tell me that's blocked the door, which it has. That's what we have to be careful of. Stuff blocking doors open. This we have to get on top of. This still hasn't been built yet. So we've still got other things we're trying to build in here as well. All right, I'm just going to let them do their thing. But let's just go and just check the military. So we just go back into equipment. So Private Joe, at this stage, doesn't have... We'll just update the equipment. And the others are all going off to try to pick up their equipment. Detect conflicts. Just trying to do that and just see how it goes. This is annoying. So we're just working away. One thieving, oh no, it's now disappeared. Wooden buckets. Let's have a look now and just have a quick look and see what's happening with the equipment. All right, so it is just Private Joe is the only one that's not really geared up. Everyone else looks to be pretty geared up now. So that's all good. For a copper battle axe, that's all that Private Joe's got. There's no conflicts. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with Private Joe there. Well, hopefully you won't have to go into the fights and do stuff until we can figure out what's going on there. Now, that's the other thing. We want to get the other doctor in here as well. This is good. Now we're going to have a few extra people digging away, which will be nice. So we'll just have a quick look at the hospital again. I'll keep everything sort of sorted out where we had it. Just come back into here. And so we've got Space Pants, and we'll just go and grab another doctor. This is Serian. So Serian will end up in there as well. So Sick is not really... Sick's in charge, but shouldn't really be in charge. These guys are all sort of set up. I'm just going to go and tell them that they've got no more orders, so they can then just now go back and do other things. But poor old Private Joe is... Yeah, and it's annoying because Prophet Joe does have some skills there. I'm trying to figure that one out at some other time. Oh, Helmet Snake is fighting. Uh-oh. What were you doing outside? This is Zaradin. Where is Zaradin? Zaradin is now poisoned. There's troglodyte stuff there. Let's find Zaradin. Yep, so cancels dangerous terrain, and then Private Joe. Yep, that's okay. We have to find. So, unfortunately, this helmet snake, these are highly, highly poisonous. And difficult to kill. So, I thought that might just, like it's an animal. It's not going to go out of its way to try to get into the fortress, unlike the troglodytes. They'll always try to sort of get in and steal things or do things. They're sort of more curious, but let's have a look at Zaradin. There it is, Potash Maker. Is now throwing up. Dizzy, nauseous, fever, bleeding. So is in a bit of a bad way. Wounds, we're not going to see that yet until anything actually happens. Right hand is cut open, is oozing dwarven blood. This right hand is rotten. His right hand is completely swollen with dwarven blood through here. But so Zaradin is going to ultimately maybe die from poisons. We need to get some treatment in through here. Yep, Zasset's now been found dead. That's right. So that's nothing. All right, just keep watching. Are you better again? He's injured. An injured citizen. Coming back inside now. So it looks like the poisons have now worn off, which is lucky. So there'll be lots of throwing up, vomiting and retching. But I think you have been able to make your way through. He's in rough shape, or he was in rough shape. I think he's okay now. He'll now make his way to the hospital. Certainly better than what he was. He'll lie down there, and then the people then start to come and actually look after him. Now we have one thieving or mischievous creature that's that way down the bottom there. The helmet snake is still floating around, but nowhere near really where we have to worry about it. That's all good. And I've actually run out of time, guys, so I'm going to have to leave it here. But we did a fair bit today. Had a few deaths, a few bannings. It's always fun for that to happen. Now we've got all these different people working on stuff. We should be able to then really sort of race ahead with a lot of the buildings that we need to be constructing here, which is good. What I might do is actually just build a staircase up here as well. So I need to go all the way up. Start again. And this then needs to come out the top. Oh, hang on, no, I don't want to do that just yet. Not until I've got the layer down below it established. This one here, we're going to just suspend construction there. So we end up building that part of the wall first. Hope that will work. Yeah, that should be still okay, because we've got another wall on the other side there. And similarly through here as well, we're going to need to move up. So I'll just go and place another location in here. Stairs. There we are. Suspend construction. all that done. All right, that'll do. And I'll just make sure that these, yeah, we don't actually have anything on there just yet. All right, well, I do have to get going, so I'm going to leave it here, guys. Thanks for watching. Bolin saying it's all fun and games until one loses their step. Indeed, that is indeed the problem. We still haven't built all this stuff yet either. We're just building a little bit of the scaffold. That'll help a little bit, but eventually we'll need to get all this completely blocked off into into something that's going to be sort of a bit more usable. Anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow if you're around. Thanks.